Welcome everybody, welcome Snowdrop. What do you say about the new event? This is a surprise. Holy moly. This is a good one. This is such a good one. There we go, here we are. And let's directly go there. You know, we are on the Zero to Hero account. What better place to play this like new event? This is just insane. Like absolutely insane. So much cool stuff that we can get here from this new quick play feature. So many new vendors, stuff to purchase. Like look at this. We can get full celestial exotic gear if we wanted to. Very good. We already have that, but still quite nice. We can get some interesting gear choices here. You know, look at rare armor sets. We can get some commander pieces. Interesting. Can we salvage those? No, we can't. Okay, would have been a surprise, but still. Some commander pieces, so I can finally play some, I guess, Power Boom Chronomancer as well. And so much stuff to do. And of course the Mist Ranger lets me get so many achievements. So log in, you can get free legendary gloves here. You can level your fractal level. If you never played fractals, you can get a lot of fractal rewards. You can now also get in the Wizard's Vault an infinite Mist Omni Potion. This is one of the hardest to acquire items for fractals because it needs a lot of resources and you can get it, so to say, for free. You just have to invest some Astral Acclaim. It's amazing. It's so good. And I will start on this new account that just got 80 like 2 days ago. I will now be able to purchase this and go into fractals and be like starting from like very, very strong gear already, or like equipment and stats. It's crazy. It's really, really good. Such a good one. So, what else is here new? We have also some other new Wizard's Vault updates. We get, for example, here Lucent Crystals we can get. We get a little bit more Mystic Coins. How many are there in there? 10 or more. Contains 10 or more. Okay, that's specific. 10 or more. So I hope there are thousands in there for me. That would be good. And yeah, it's just a very good event, and let's start with the quick play. You know, that's why we're here. Yeah? Just more quick play, and let's go in there and quick play. That's what we want to do here. And I think we need 100 fractals if we don't engage with the event at all. Just 100 quick plays, and you will be able to get the legendary gloves. So sounds good. That's what we're gonna do. And kind of surprised. You can get the Omni Potion for free, basically, especially since they are worth 20k relicts with no compensation for veterans. So the compensation there is that you are able to get the specific lenses. So you can trade this exotic version, because we have the Ascended version if you purchase it, and you can get the exotic version. You can like trade the exotic version for, how's it called? Those lenses. So these are like one of the main features to farm those, how's it called? Those quick play things here is to get the different infusion aura effect for your sorry, I'm missing the words today all the time. So you will get the legendary gloves from this event, but if you want to get anything other than the gloves, and you want to have a different infusion aura effect on your weapon tip, you want to continue farming those things. And only then it's possible to do that. And for a veteran, we can, so to say, get 1 or 2 of those infusion effects for free by, so to say, purchasing this exotic thing and trading it for 2 of those lenses. So yes, it's true, there is no real compensation, so you will not get like 20k fractal relics back. That's not the case. But you will get a way easier time, or a head start, so to say, on your aura infusion gathering for your weapons or your diable weapons. So I think that's a good thing for sure. But I agree, if you are a veteran and you just purchased it, I read some comment that someone purchased this like 3 days ago and now they like spend all their relics and can't get it back. That's obviously sad. I can definitely understand that. But to be honest, there are worse things. There are definitely worse things. And this is for veteran like me that had this potion for years. I'm not mad at all, and I will get this lens as well. And on my new account here, I will purchase the Omni Potion and like have such a good head start for fractals. It's amazing. So I think overall it's a really cool event. And let's try out how all the things are looking here. And this is my first fractal on this account, by the way. I'm just enjoying this like ride here with the new event. Obviously, I'm getting somewhat hard carried because I'm like with people that are very high, probably tier 4 fractal level and are now farming as well. Doesn't matter, does not matter. This is the quick play feature. Everyone is like with everyone. The quick play feature, don't get me wrong, you can go in there as a group of 5, and as far as I know at least, and then also get, so to say, this event rewards and do the fractal tier 1s like within minutes. But you can also go in there and get this quick play boost like on my party here just posted and get it very, very easily, even if you're a new player and or someone that never did fractals before. So definitely, in my opinion, such a worth it state like for new players or open world only players to get into this new amazing event. I think there was never a better time to get in there. Welcome, Rodrigo. Welcome, welcome. Will you go through the new player experience when it comes to LFG for raids as a new person with no KP? Yes, of course. I will not go and say, by the way, I already did like this boss 100 times. That would not be fair. Of course, I will go for the new player experience. I might create my own groups. I think that's fair to do as well. But I will not do and say, I already have like this many KP. That's not fair. For now, I'm trying to go for the legendary first. That's the main goal. But I will, when I continue with this account, maybe in a second season, after I got my first legendary, so to say, maybe then I will obviously try to go for raids and maybe legendary armor from raids as well. And then I will try to get through those new player experience that might be a little bit, annoying to deal with if you start out with. But definitely. Welcome, Likely. Welcome. How are you all doing? Did you see the news? So if you haven't seen it already, you can type !event in the Twitch chat, and then you get a link to my video where I like update you all about how it's going, what's happening. But this event is amazing. It's such a surprise event, and it's so big. Like, it's one of the biggest content patches that we had like in 6 to 9 months, I would say. Yes, we didn't get any new content per se, so we get no new map or something, but we get so many features and upgrades to existing content that this is actually such a like big patch. I will probably play that way more than like any other patch that we got in the last 9 months. I'm not joking. This is such a big upgrade to whatever I was doing before in my Zero to Hero account, for example. I am now like way faster to get to like a tier 4 fractal and all the good stuff in fractals just because of this amazing event. It's really, really good. After reading the blog post, it's maybe the best time I've started a game. Yeah, I think this is like, if you like started a game and are already level 80 and have the chance to get into fractals, this is like one of the best times to start the game. And for players that are, so to say, like open world only players or have never had the energy or I don't know, motivation, whatever, to go into fractals, this is now that time to start. Like there has never been a better time to play fractals. You get so many rewards now, and with this quick play feature, it's also very easy. There is no like chance of you getting like flamed or something. If there's anyone in the group that knows how to do it, you will get it done. Even if there's no one in the group that knows how to do it, the fractals are so easy, you can get them done. So there should be no scary thing for you to not join. It's so good. You see how fast we do it here, even though I never did fractals on this account before. It's just really, really good. Of course, we have good players here in the group as well. Sadly, Arc is not working right now because of the patch, but as soon as it does, I will upgrade it and we can see how much DPS our group does. But really, really good. Really, really good. Also probably on the wrong build. Let's check that after that. Would have been smart to add a vendor tab. On an Omni Potion for 20k relics, especially for people going for Fractal God. Obviously, it's a good event. Second account stuff, especially. Yeah, exactly. For people that never did it before, it's amazing. And there might be like for some people it might be smart, sure. What are we doing? Leave or exit? I guess leave party and exit. And do it again. Yeah, of course, different tab might have been better, yeah, but there is always something to improve. In the end, it's a good event, I would say, a very good event. Okay, we got our first fractal key, and sadly we don't get any lock boxes as far as I know, inscription boxes, at least not without any mastery. So the first goal is now to get the mastery here unlocked, where we get more rewards. I think it's this one. Greater attunement with the fractals will grant you bonus rewards. Yeah, I think that's the one that we need. Ooh, we have a 20 slot bag already. Very good. Let's equip that. A little bit more inventory. That's what we like. And other than that, we didn't get anything special, I think. Yeah. Okay, let's go in back. That's what we're gonna do for the next, I guess, next few streams. I don't know. We will see. But look how fast you find a group. It's really cool. It will probably decrease over time for sure, how fast you find groups. But definitely a good. Wait, let me change. Yeah. But definitely a cool feature. And I think for new players, this is exactly what we needed. Exactly what we needed. But yeah, as always, this is just my Zero to Hero stream. So if you have any questions, any comments, let me know. Always happy to answer stuff. And I guess we have some new people here as well. Okay. So I wanted to check if I'm on the healing build. No, I'm not. There we go. That's the healing build. That's good. I can heal a bit more. And I will probably... Yep, that looks good. Looks good, looks good. Probably not necessary to play the healing build in those like fractals because there's not enough damage pressure, but a little bit more boon output can't be a problem. And I'm anyway not the highest DPS on this specific build and in this specific scenario because I'm still on exotic gear, of course, and just celestials are not the best one. But it makes sense now for me to not, yeah, that's the interesting part, to not go for the auto loot mastery first. Why is that? Even though it's the best mastery to go for, in this specific circumstance where I want to farm the fractals a lot, the best thing to do is for sure going for fractal mastery because I will get more loot from the fractal boxes then. And overall that will increase my fractal experience by quite a bit to get more just raw gold out of the fractals. So I guess we have a lot of new players in this one. Yeah, at least 4 people that never did this fractal, including me. I did it, of course, but not on this account. But yeah, you can see that because they were running in the wrong direction. And this fractal will give me, I think, like multiple Wizard's Vault unlocks as well. So that's really cool. Kinfall fractal. And we are personal fractal level 2. I think we will not get higher than this with this quick play feature because all of them are scaled to level 1. But at least we can get some loot and some experience. And I think, of course, missing out on a legendary item that we get for free, the legendary gloves. I don't care how they look. This is just an amazing way to get a legendary here. Of course, don't worry. This will not count as my legendary that I will get. I want to go for a legendary weapon. That's the main goal here. But now I'm open. That's the cool part. Now I'm actually open to get any legendary weapon. It doesn't matter which one. Because we can now get from the achievements. As you can see here in the... Is it here? Yeah. Here in this last reward, you will get a legendary weapon starter key universal, which you can use for any Generation 1 legendary that is not Eternity. And you also get a 20 slot bag. And really good overall. Just amazing things to get here. And it's definitely also quite cool that all of them are scaled to level 1. I think that's one of the like cool things to get to experience fractals is that you don't have like problems killing anything. Even if your party is really new and no one knows how to deal damage and stuff, you will get the level 1 stun. The enemy health is so low, it does really like, it would surprise me if anyone is not able to get that done. So that's good and perfect for the Zero to Hero account, of course. Perfect for that. And I'm also so surprised we got actually push without any notice, like anything, like push just shadow dropped, so to say now. And it's also there. And then we get, of course, the fractal incursion, so the open world events as well on top of this. So many things happening all at once. It's actually crazy. But yeah, good times to be a Guild Wars 2 player, and I think this definitely saves the time that we have currently in the, I don't know, content drought that we would have expected until the expansion drops, I would say, with probably Halloween being the only stepping stone to the expansion after this one. Amazing Guild Wars 2 is back. So excited for Guild Wars 2. Yeah, it's really crazy how fast it can swing. You know, people like, I don't know, maybe 4 months ago, people before the expansion reveal, people said, oh, Guild Wars 2 is such a bad state right now. And then after like a few reveals and a few more things that they told us or gave us with this new event, especially as well, it's actually crazy how much the community is back and is like hyped about it. And I think with reason, of course, with reason. Otherwise, we would not be hyped, I would say. So yeah, I'm looking very much forward to all of the good stuff that we will get in the next few weeks, months even. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I mean, there are so many people that were really sad. I don't want to be mean or anything. I think they had a point to be sad about the game when the last content patch dropped. A lot of people were really sad about how the quality, how the quantity was of the last patches. But to be honest, now the mood is swung in a completely different direction, I would say, because people are like, yeah, maybe the content patches that we got with Chantier Wilds in the end were not that good. But what they are like teasing and showing and giving us with the event and the upcoming expansion looks so promising that a lot of people are actually hyped again, even though they were like earlier was saying, oh, this guild was 2. I'm not sure if it's still being developed. Oh yes, it is. It is amazingly developed in the background. Yeah, I like it. That's a very good like incentive for people that just hear of Guild Wars 2, never played it before, to actually try out the game. Definitely, because if the game looks good, but the community says, nah, nothing is happening, not a good game anymore, that's bad. But if the community is like very hyped about everything that is going on, that is happening in the background, oh yeah, then people will come to the game and will enjoy it. And I think I definitely noticed that. When I watch my streams, you are here, you see it also. There are so many new players joining and asking questions. We have a lot of people coming in my videos, in the comments under my videos, and asking stuff as well. It's crazy. It's really a lot of new players coming to the game, and that's what we need. We need more fresh blood. So if you're wondering what I'm playing here, I'm playing a Celestial Heal Mirage. That's what I'm playing, because that's very easy accessible with my Celestial exotic gear, and should be able to deal some damage here as well, while also supporting my group with Alacrity and a lot of other boons. As you can see, we have very good boon uptime and just in general really easy time killing this. And we will farm that for a long time now. Just look at the stream chart. It has it over all peak last August. Really, it had it over all peak. I did actually not know that. That's crazy. I mean, it makes sense. A lot of people were amazingly hyped about the expansion coming up and stuff. And we had a lot of big content creators coming as well from other MMOs trying it out. Yeah. I mean, makes sense that the community and a lot of people... Nice, we got some achievements here. A lot of achievements. And very good. Yeah, I think it's crazy that people think the Guild Wars 2 is not that much alive. It's actually crazy to me, because if you just look at the player base that you see in the game, but then if you also look at just how active nowadays on Twitch and stuff the game is, wasn't that active like half a year ago, but in August, July, August, September, it really popped off. Did I start it? No, okay, no I did it. It's so fast. It's really good. It's like takes like a few seconds to get into the match. That's really cool. I hope it stays like that. It's such a cool thing that you can like say, okay, I want to go in now, and then you have like not even a minute until you are in. It's so good. And look at all my achievements. Like I got like in the last few minutes, I got 50 achievement points or so, and that will continue for the rest of the day. It's really good. And I even got the tier 1 scale of Kinfall. It's so good. It's for me as the new account, really good. Sadly, I will not get that many like things for fractals. I think I still have to do some of the... I think I still have to do some of the other stuff as well, because I will not get the, how is it called, fractal relics and stuff from this one. But definitely good times to play fractals. I'm always happy to hear that, Iswat. Thanks for the kind words. And oh, we lost someone. Can someone join after that as well, or do we have to do it as a four-person party now? That's interesting. I still have not. That's the third or fourth time that I played this quick play feature. Interesting. Okay, someone left the party, and now we don't get anyone new, I guess. I mean, that's fine because you can easily solo it, but let's... interesting. Yeah, I hope my big hope is that they find a way to implement this in strike missions and in all, like for example, in dungeons, of course, in higher level fractals, in strikes and raids. But of course, this is way harder to implement for something that is a little bit harder content, because in this easy mode fractal, so to say, you don't need roles, you know, you don't need a healer. You can do this without a healer. But as soon as you have like strike missions, fractals that are challenging, that actually kill you possibly, or have even like raid missions, raid fights where you have like a specific boss fight and mechanics that you have to deal with, then roles get more important, like a healer, quick DPS and that kind of stuff. And it's way harder to find a quick play feature. Instead of just randomly matching people together, you have to now select a specific role and then have this to match this together. So yeah, I'm not completely sure if they can do that, but it would be really cool if they could, like really cool. I don't have any fast movement things. That's a little bit sad. What's my team doing? Apparently they don't know what to do. What? Where are they going? Maybe they knew something. Okay, there's some achievement that you can, or that you should get here. I will get it next time, I guess. Where you just have to interact with some kind of badge or something. Yeah, fractals, you know, Caspi, you know, you can get so many. It's like the new player experience, you know, starting here on a new account for the 0 to Hero challenge. And now we get a fractal event. It's actually crazy. It's absolutely insane. It's so good. Oh, I think I was too late with the reflect. No, maybe not. I think it was in time. That's good. Yeah, it's crazy. For a new player, this new event is amazing. We can get free legendary gloves. I mean, what can I get? Like day 7 on this on this new account, and I might get like the legendary gloves in this, possibly this week. Yeah, I mean 2 weeks on a specific account getting the first legendary. That's quite good. That's quite good. Yeah, quick play is amazing. I hope they improve it so that it's able to be done with other specific like roles and stuff on top of that. That would be so good. That would be so good. Do you maybe know what's the cost for different raid class after getting the first one? I don't know yet. I will check it out. But yes, you have to get the first one, you get for free. But the second and third, if you don't have like, if you want to get all of the raid classes, you have to purchase them. I have not checked the vendor out yet. I will do that at some point. This is also not important for this account. I will only use it on my main account, of course. How did you do that quick join fractal thing? First time I've ever seen that. Yeah, I mean, it just came out. It's like 2 hours like out. And you just have to interact with those flag in Lion's Arch. There is a banner. You have to interact with it. Or just go to your LFG and go to fractals and then tier 1. And then there is this find a quick play fractal group. And you just click on that and then you actually get matched and you go in. That's it. So very easy to get in there. Oh, I always forget that I don't have the mastery, so I will not be able to do that, but it's fine. That's fine. Look at this. I mean, the boons are like not that good, but it's okay. We don't have 25 might. That's always what you should have, but I will try to support my party. Hopefully that helps them. We still get the kill very fast. So many, like, so much loot. Look at this. And we go back out and continue. That's what we're gonna do for the next few streams, I guess. No, don't worry. This is, by the way, the banner that I was talking about. Just interact with it. I'm interested, and then find fractal group. That's it, and then you're in. So the thing is, of course, this will not count as the legendary. Not at all. I will go after this for another legendary weapon. I will not count the legendary gloves as my legendary that I was going for. I will go for a legendary weapon and want to get a legendary weapon, my first one on this account, before the expansion releases. That should be easily doable, I think. And we have another one, I guess, on top of that, which is the gloves. Good enough, I guess, for me. Just have to remember to press F to get the kills here and the loot as well, because I don't have auto load on this account, but we will get there. We will get there. One thing after the other. Is there any crazy effects on the legendary gloves? So the gloves themselves, I would say they are not looking that crazy, but the cool part is you now get dyeable weapons with the gloves. So when you equip the gloves and you actually showcase them, so you turn them on, the effect, so to say, then you get some kind of special infusion effects for your weapon. And this specific weapon will be able to have some kind of glow depending on which infusion you activate. There will be like, I think 6 or even more different colors of infusions, and you can just change them to whatever you like. So you can go for purple glow, a yellow glow, a red glow, whatever you want, and you then get a different type of infusion effect on the weapons. It's really cool. That's depending on the gloves. So there is a special visual effect, yes. Welcome, Flanus. Welcome. Is it easy to get legendary gloves, or is it requiring hard achievements? No, it's very easy. It's designed in a way that you want to get into fractals if you have never done them before. And as a new player, it's very easy. You just go in, try the fractals, do a lot of them, and that's it. There is no hard achievements behind that anyway. It's really, really easy to get. I will showcase this on this account here as well. I just play fractals. That's it. Fractal tier 1 quick play. That's it. Very, very easy. I'm not a full-time content creator. I'm not likely. I wish I was, but I'm not. I wish I was. Yes, you can color your weapons. That is true. But this, if you have the legendary gloves, you can give your weapons, as you can see in the trailer. If you type !event in the chat, you will get a pop-up to my video, and there's a link. You can check it out there, or it's also showcased in the video in the event itself, and then you see how it looks, and in-game and stuff. It's really good. Really, really good. Definitely dyeable weapon of sorts. Of course, not the whole weapon, just like the infusion and the aura of the weapon, but I think that's better than not having it at all. So definitely cool thing for all the people that want to have this, like dyeable weapons. Oh yeah, you have it now. Yeah, something like chaos weapons in Guild Wars 1, something like that, yeah. And also you can get the Omni Potion in like if you play Fractals regularly, this is like an amazing thing to get for only 1,000 of Astral Acclaim. You get the infinite Omni Potion. Oh yes. Otherwise it costs like, I think 20k Fractal relics or something, which is obviously a very huge number for a lot of people. So yeah, very good times to start Fractals right now. So you just have to farm a lot of fractals. I think you have to get 100 or something fractals done in this quick play feature, and then you get the legendary gloves after 3 weeks. I think that's the only requirement as far as I know. So it's a little bit time gated, but the only thing that you need to get done is farm those quick play fractals. It's like a few hours of fractal farming. That's it, and then you get the legendary gloves for free. No gold cost attached, just getting the achievements. No, don't rest me. The NPC is resting me. We want to GG here. Oh, we want to GG here. That's good. That's good. The NPC doesn't let you reset the fight. Then we will just do it, I guess. Forces you to do the fractal regularly. Who would have thought they do something like that? That's so try-hard. You have to do the fractal. You can't GG, you can't reset. I guess we are still fine here. You can get the gloves of low-level fractals? Yes, exactly. That's the whole thing. You will just farm fractals over and over, and you will get them for free, so to say. It's only the tier 1 quick play feature fractals that you have to do. And those are all level 1. So you don't need anything special for that. It's really, really easy to get in that. Now I know why I didn't get loot. Ha! Now I know. I have to interact. smart. You know, I'm very smart with this. I forget that I didn't have autoload on this account and I didn't interact with the big chest. It's fine. Just 2 fractals missed. It's fine. That's the problems of a new account. You know, you don't know what kind of stuff you have to do to actually get the loot. You have to press F, otherwise you will get it automatically. Did they nerf Mesmer or something? Yes, they nerfed Mesmer. So the trait in PvP, they nerfed it, but before that it was already nerfed in PvE, which is this trait. Now it requires 3 clones instead of 2 to actually activate the Mirage Cloak. I think it's still a very worthwhile trait to take, but it's a very harder way to activate it actually. But that's fine. That's completely fine, I think. Mesmer is still in a good spot. But it's only like a little point on the tip of the weapon. I mean, I think the whole weapon close. I mean, you can see it in the trailer very easily. The whole weapon changes the color. Yes, on the tip it's the strongest, but I think the whole weapon has a specific color. It's definitely visible. I would say it's good enough for a diable weapon. And you have a lot of different colors. You have like purple, yellow, green, blue, red. I think there are like at least 6 different ones. Yeah. Exactly. Fractals with something on a second monitor. Yeah, that sounds like very reasonable. I'm doing something similar. I'm streaming and talking to you meanwhile. Exactly. It's a big glow effect. And yes, it's not coloring the weapons. So for people that wanted to get a specific color for the whole weapon, yes, that's not completely that. But it's like giving the glow of the weapon something. And that's in the end probably like the closest you will get in Guild Wars 2. Otherwise, they would have done it earlier. Can you still farm fractals after the event? Yes. So the idea is this event is happening the next 4 weeks. But you don't have to be like FOMO mode, so fear of missing out. No, there will be like this whole like legendary class, quick play feature, everything like that will stay forever after this event is over. The only thing that will happen after this event that you will need a little bit more fractals to farm. So during the event you get some kind of special progress, like a little bit higher amount of progress, but after the event is over, you will still be able to get everything in this. Like, it's completely fine. So that's the good part. Welcome, Godboard. Welcome. This event is magic for new players. It's really good. It's like so good for almost anyone. Like there is like maybe only PvP players. It's not that good, but you still get the access to the legendary gloves, and so you will probably engage with it to get the infusion effect for your weapons. So yeah, I think everyone will engage with that. I really think so. I've avoided all dungeon stuff in Guild Wars 2, so this is my first try at it. I mean, don't worry. It's to be honest, this is exactly for people like you that have played Guild Wars 2 or are completely new to the game and never interacted with anything in terms of like group content, like fractals, dungeons, whatever. And this is so easy and so safe. You can just go in, don't have any fear because you will get the reward. You will understand how it works and hopefully you will like it and go back to harder stuff like that as well. That's the idea. That's the whole idea of this. And I hope it works. I really hope it works. And I hope they also increase this for other content, maybe like strike missions and raids and even dungeons or something like that even as well. That would be so good. I would like that. But yeah, as always, if you have any questions, this is still my Zero to Hero journey. So if you have any questions and want to get like any answers to new player questions or whatever questions you might have, let me know. Yeah, it's really good. It's like the whole idea is to get more people into endgame content of Guild Wars 2, PvE specifically endgame content, and not only make Guild Wars 2, so to say, the open world game, but also bring a lot of the community, because I think like 80-90% of the community is like solely playing open world, to get into fractals, because fractals are, especially the easy ones, are very like fun and very easy to get into. But a lot of people just say, no, it's instance content, it's not for me. And this event is a big incentive to go in and then hopefully, like if only like a fraction of the whole player base that have not played it before sticks around, that's a big win. That's a big win, because we want to have more people in the fractal community, in whatever community, in PvP, World versus World. If they make more events like this and push people into those game modes, let them try them out, and see how good they are, that would be amazing. That's exactly what we need. So if you don't know what currently is going on with the event and stuff, and you want to give a short summary, you can type !event in the Twitch chat and get an, so to say, link to my video where I summarize everything in like 10 minutes or something. That should help you. And if you're on YouTube, you can just go to my latest video release. Makes sense. Just released it a couple of minutes ago. I did a fractal group in tier 1 for the first time last year, and folks joined to teach me how to do them. The community is amazing. Yeah, that's really good. And that will not change for this one. A lot of people will help you out here just to get this done easily and also teach you how it works. I think that's really cool about fractals, or in general, like Guild Wars 2 community can be very, very helpful. The concept of Mesmer Chrono is a fascinating one, but I'm so put off by the difficulty and room for error. Don't worry too much. Just like start with easy content like the one that I'm currently doing, and it doesn't matter if you are really good at it or not. You will just slowly improve. And yes, there might be a lot of mistakes in the beginning, but that is not important. It's really not. You will have fun, I hope, and you will improve over time if you stick to the class. I think I will also activate the health bars. There we go. So I think just stick with the class that you enjoy. And if you enjoy Mesmer and you think it's too difficult for you, don't worry. Just play it more, maybe watch some guides, and you will get better. I think that's the important part. Don't worry if you are fearing that you are too bad in the beginning. That might be like happening, that you are not that good, but nothing is like killing you in the easy stuff. So you can just slowly learn how it works. It's really good. Really good time to try it out. If you like the concept of Mesmer, but not the complexity, I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense if you, then there are some easy builds for Mesmer as well that are not relying too much on the complexity of the class. But of course, if you want to get the full idea of Mesmer and the full potential, then you probably want to try out different things as well and not only stay on the low intensity builds, but definitely, oh my god, so much loot. Be careful. My inventory is not as big as in my main account. But we will get there, Let's go. Love your Guild Wars 2 content, by the way. Legend uninstalled Guild Wars 2 and was about to give up until I found your channel. Oh my god, I'm so happy to hear that. Yeah, welcome to back in the like hopeful community people. That's good, yeah. If you have any question, let me know. I want to get more people back in the game, you know, or join the game for the first time, whatever. It's always good. Guild Wars 2 is such a great game, even after all these years. So in my opinion, we just need more players. That's the whole thing. And if I can make that like happen, then that's perfect. By the way, what class specs do you recommend for offensive support? Would Chrono work? So Chrono works very well as an offensive supporter, yeah. When you play quickness or alacrity DPS like a power Chronomancer, it's really good, but you can also play it Condi and it works also very well. So Chrono is very flexible as an offensive supporter. It's probably my go-to option for an offensive supporter. It might not be the easiest to play, but because of the complexity that it has, it's also very flexible. And that's obviously a very, very strong spot to play as an offensive supporter, when you can bring reflect, stability, CC, even more damage. Whatever you need, Chronomancer has you covered. So that's why I think Chronomancer is one of the best, if not the best offensive support right now. It's really, really good. I just don't play it here because I don't have it unlocked yet, and I need Berserker gear for that, which I also not have on this Zero to Hero account. So I'm a little bit like stuck on Celestial Exotic gear, and Mirage makes the best use out of that. That's why I'm playing it. Welcome everybody. Welcome Bumbly, welcome. Hope you all had a nice day, and this event is just hopefully making your day even better. That's at least that was the case for me. Did they reset Wizard's World today? No, they did not. So you just get some more stuff in the Wizard's World. So you get the Infinite Mist Omni Potion, which is a very, very expensive item otherwise, so always get that. You get some Mystic Coins, you get some new Lucent Crystals. So nothing reset, but you get some more rewards that you like help you to fill, so to say, your Astral Acclaim overflow. Because of the delay of the expansion, you had probably all of the stuff way more easily unlocked, and therefore it makes way more sense now to have more rewards for this season only. Will not be in the future seasons, but in this season, that's good. Very nice. To get the rewards, don't forget. There we go. So much stuff, very good. Some homestead recipes. We have a lot of fractal boxes. We get some gold here as well. Of course, the prices are probably going very, very low now, but it doesn't matter to me. I can still farm them. That's good. And I need gold for this account to get my legendary journey going. Let's try it again. Let's see how it works. Start matchmaking. Yeah, I mean, we can enter as a 5-person group. Yeah, which I just like put my whole group into the next fractal. I don't know if they wanted that, but at least now they're in. Okay, this guy is not in, but all the others, I guess. Welcome, Lumi. Welcome. What do you think about the new fractal event? It's amazing. I'm playing on my 0 to hero account here, and it's so good. It's so good how like many rewards you get, how easy it is to get in, how for me at least, how like fluid it works, like no bugs until, at least for me, no bugs yet. And just very, very fun for anyone, I would say, that has any interest in PvE content at all. And like even PvPers that just want to get more skins and an infusion for their weapon, they have to get this done. So look at my achievement points. Like I started at 550 or something today. It's so crazy. So it's a really good event. I'm working towards your Soul Beast build. Do you think this class is fine for new players, or should I pivot? I think Soul Beast is a very cool class for new players. Why is that? Because I think for new players, Soul Beast is quite easy to understand. It's like making Ranger to some extent a little bit easier, yeah, because you remove your pet, you remove the random element a bit, and I think it's a very, very good class to start out with. And if you want to go into tryhard content later on, it's one of the best Ranger specs for that as well, because it has the amazing burst damage. So I think it's overall a very, very good choice for new players. I think it's probably one of the best medium armor specs to start out with, because it's just such a safe and really strong pick. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So if you don't have the event up, then it needs around 100. If you have the event up, it doesn't need, I think as far as I know, it doesn't even need 100. But we will see that later. I'm pretty sure that if currently during the event you don't even need 100 of those, but if you want to get it done like in 2 months when the event is over and you still want to get into this and want to get the legendary gloves, then it needs almost exactly 100 fractals, yeah. Yeah, exactly. The goal is of course to get the legendary gloves, but for me as a new player here, I obviously also want just to get more experience and a new player on this account, of course. That's what I meant. I just want to get more gold for the legendary, get more my fractals leveled, or at least my mastery leveled, and just get more loot and more rewards and have some fun here. Because fractals are a very, very good thing to get into on any new account, and I do them regularly on my main account even after like 12 years of playing the game. Yeah, got my Omni Potion via the Astral Ward as well. Yeah, that's just like, normally it would cost 20,000 fractal relics as far as I know. 20,000. Like, look at this. It's insane how long you need for that. But as a new player, for 1,000 Astral Acclaim, that's like a little bit more than a week. If you only do the weeklies, it's like insane. It's insane how easy you can get that stuff. It's such a good one. And even for veterans, don't get me wrong here. I have that on my main account, but I will still purchase it because I will get access to those different infusions. They cost a little bit of gold and a little bit of time investment in this new fractal incursion event. And if you purchase this Astral Acclaim Omni Potion, then you can progress that a little bit faster and therefore save some time and save some money. So that's a really good thing to get the infusions on if you have this already. It's really cool. How does Anet do it? I was thinking of taking a break yesterday, and then they knew and put on some stuff to bring me back. Yeah, I mean, they know. There is no downtime in this game. No downtime. There is no content round anymore. They have, like, the best parts in the game is when you have actually, you expect a content round before an expansion. That's the best part. for ArenaNet, because then they always put out events like that. The Return to achievement with the Legendary Amulet, or like this one with the Legendary Gloss now. So I think it's just an amazing time for playing Guild Wars 2. Yeah, exactly. You need to speak to the banner and then you can go in. Or you can also just go into the LFG and scroll down to fractals, and then in the tier 1 scale you can also go to click this button. So you don't have to interact with the banner, but of course it works very well with the banner as well. Also have to stop doing what I'm doing right now, and I also have to get to the tier 1 dailies. I have to get that done at some point as well, just so that I'm done on this account here. Very good. That was easier as always. Very, very good. Yeah, the Omni Potion I saw, it's really good. For new players, very good to access, and for my new account of course as well. And even on the main account, like I said, a really good thing to purchase. So I'm a somewhat new player, just played 3 weeks so far. Should I save for the Omni Potion? I would say so, yeah. The Omni Potion is such a big time save. If you can get it now, you will thank yourself later, because normally it would cost like 20k fractal relics, and that's like, on my main account I need like multiple weeks to get that, like probably like 2 weeks or something of farming fractals. That would be on my main account. So it's a very, really good thing to get, like really, really good. So let's check if I can get some other fractal things going. I want to get the fractal tier 4 for the fractal recommended. It's also something that I want to get in. So just some daily fractals on top of that. And increase my fractal level a little bit as well. That's what we want to do here. No, it's fine. I mean, I'm also quite hyped, so it's completely fine if you have like positive comments. It's always appreciated in the chat. And of course, yeah, I mean, it makes sense. The Omni Potion is just such a good thing. It's such a good thing. Maybe I can get some experience here. Yeah, CM fractals is obviously also really good to do, but of course, until I get there on this account, it will take a little bit. Just have to get some more gear, get some more fractal progression, and of course also generally like a little bit more safety and more, I don't know, progress overall with the masteries and stuff. I'm currently on personal fractal level 8. To progress this level, do I need to do the level 9 to level 25 chronologically? No. So the idea in fractals is you have to do a higher fractal level than your current level. So if you're level 8, you have to do one that is above level 8, but it doesn't need to be level 9. So if you would do 99 times 100, you would also be 90 fractal level 100. I hope that makes sense. It's always in Guild Wars, or in fractals, it's like you can play the same fractal as long as it's higher than your fractal level. You can increase your fractal level by doing it consecutively. It's really, really good. I was going to start my legendary armor grind soon, so these gloves are great. One less piece to make. Yeah, I mean, it's free and it's really, really good. It's a free legendary armor piece, so that's a good one. No, I think it's one of the easiest, if not the easiest fractal piece or armor piece to get. It's really, really easy. Why is that? Because you can get it for free. You know, just farming like 100 fractals in this specific mode. It's really, really easy. Oh, there's a badge. Very good. So there's not only like to get the most out of this event, you should also interact with the new achievements. And there is a badge here that you have to interact with, and then you get like some more crystalline dust, so you can speed up your progress, but you don't need to do it. If you don't want to, you can just do the quick play over and over and you will be fine as well. Yeah, the legendary starter kit is also amazing. So there's so much stuff in there, you know. You can get this legendary gloss, and you can get the legendary starter kit thing there, where you can get an universal key. So you can get any generation 1 weapon, so to say, as a starter kit. It's really good. So if you missed some that you wanted to get, if it wasn't out yet, whatever, you can get it now. It's so good. It's such a good thing. And this is on top of the one that you already currently get in the season. So you get a lot of stuff just from playing. So really, really good. Really, really good time to play Guild Wars 2 right now. I'm on Tamed Ranger. I'll probably switch to Zombies due to many mechanics to watch out for. Yeah, I mean, Untamed is completely fine if you can pull it off. But Soul Beast is typically in Fractals especially a little bit stronger, and it's also, in my opinion, not too hard to play either. So good choice there, yeah. I want to start a fun Condi build since I only played power builds. Any recommendation? I'm mega newbie, only made 2 characters so far. I mean, if you want to stick with one of your classes, let me know which one. And if you want to get a new one, you also should let me know which one you currently have, so I don't mention one that you already have. So in the end, I think just there are each class has a really cool Condi build. You just have to tell me which class you want to go for, and then I'll tell you a really cool Condi build. But they never give us Clovers and Spirit Shards for free. So first of all, you get Spirit Shards obviously by playing those Fractals a lot. Like you will see, I will level up quite a bit here. So that's obviously really, really easy to get more Spirit Shards and stuff. And yes, you're right, of course, that's something that you need to grind, but you can also get Spirit Shards from the Wizard's Vault. So in the Wizard's Vault, you can purchase Tomes of Knowledge, which is exactly 1 Spirit Shard. You just have to consume it, and it grants you, if you consume it on a level 80 character, it grants you 1 Spirit Shard. And if you can also get, of course, Mystic Clovers from there. But of course, other than that, you just have to craft them at some point as well. But that's the whole idea. The Legendary Starter Kit is not there to give you a Legendary directly. It's the incentive to help you engage with the system of a Legendary, so that you get the start and some kind of head start and engage with the system of Legendaries. And you get like, I don't know, 40% of Legendary. And then you have to get the other 60% yourself. And by doing so, they hopefully incentivize you to actually engage with systems that you didn't know before. And therefore, you might in the long run stick and play multiple and get multiple Legendaries and stuff. That's the whole idea. So if they would give you everything for free, that would also not make that much sense, because then you'll get it for free, do it once and never do it again. So they want you to have a stepping stone in the direction of crafting Legendaries yourself. I'll play whatever you think is super fun. Don't mind leveling or respeccing. I'm sick of Willbender. So I think if you're a new player, one of the best classes to play is Mechanist. Mechanist is very easy, like this player here, for example, plays. Condi Mechanist is such a good build. Like, even the most tryhard people nowadays play Condi Mechanist, because Condi Mechanist is very easy to pull off while being extremely fun and strong. I think it's the most fun Mechanist build, if you want to play Condi. And what else is very good as a Condi build? I personally like Condi Virtuoso. It doesn't have the highest DPS, but it has probably the best safety. It has invulnerability in the kit. It has like evades and stuff in the kit. It's the most played thing if in really like hard fights, because it's so safe. I think that's my favorite Condi build, because it's very fast paced. It's very interactive. You can change how you play it quite drastically. You just change the utilities to whatever current the fight needs. It's really fun and really good in my opinion. So that's also something I would recommend. But like I mentioned in one of my earliest or latest YouTube videos, my all-time favorite Condi build is Condi Renegade. This might not be the best choice for a new player, because it's not the easiest class to play. But if you want to have a challenge and want to engage with something that is really, really good, Condi Renegade is probably one of the best choices that you could get. Like, probably. It's really, really fun. Really strong. Sorry for mentioning so many. So Condi Renegade, Condi Virtuoso, or Condi Mech. Those would be my top choices. Thanks, Terran. Thanks a lot for the Prime. Really appreciate the support. Hope you're enjoying the content. Okay, so let's check what we want to do as well for dailies. So daily fractals. We can't do T4, of course. We can do Cliffside is also in rotation. Lonely Tower is not. Maybe we want to do some strike missions as well. They give me some gold on top. So let's do some quick play and then maybe later some strike missions on this account. We want to get as much gold as possible, yeah? Oh, we have full inventory almost. That's not good. I can't salvage those. That's a little bit sad. So I guess I will just throw them away. It's just rare gear that I can't use. Sad, sad, sad. That's not, we don't need that. Now we can actually queue up already. And so we're here almost done, very good. The thing with Clovers and Spirit Shards is I have 5 legendary starter sets in my bank, but I don't play enough of the game to use them. Yeah, that's obviously that's a little bit sad. I can see that, but what can I say? The game is obviously meant to be played. If you don't have enough time to play the game, then that's sad, and I can understand your criticism there. But I think it also makes sense for ANET to give you some incentives to play more. That's how the whole gaming industry works. If you want to get more customers and want to stick with them, then you have to give them some incentives to continuously play your game. So definitely makes sense that they are going for something like that. But I can also understand your point. Just find more time, hopefully at some point, and if you enjoy the game. Make another character for bank? Yeah, I think I should do that actually. I think I should do that at some point. It's not too bad, you know, I can actually clean up my inventory. It's look, it's already like halfway empty again. So we will get there. And it's also really good to get actually more loot and more gold and stuff. We can also sell that. And we are also at the first fractal level almost, or the first mastery point for this. It's really good. We need a little bit more. And then we can slowly progress here. More fractal stuff. Good. You can also salvage some of that stuff. So there's always some cleaning to do. That's the good part. But you're right. If I needed more storage space, using different character slots can be a very, very valid way to do that. Why is that? Because your characters, you can just equip some bags on them. And because of that, you will actually get access to more storage space. Even if you don't play the characters, you get some bags on them. And they have another inventory that you can fill. So you don't have to purchase anything if you have bought any expansion that might actually be worthwhile for you to do. So I will not use my keys if you're wondering. So you get some fractal keys. I will not use them until I leveled my mastery to the maximum, and maybe then I will use them. But for now, it's not important to use all the fractal keys that I have here. Don't get that many anyway. And they are a good way to increase your gold. But you can also just sell your fractal encryption boxes. They also give you some gold, of course. Currently, they are probably not that worthwhile to sell because they obviously are dropping for everyone now that is farming this event. But still, good gold. I think one of them is worth 20 silver or something. So got some gold out of this event already, and there will only be more. So in total, like, I don't know, one is like 20 silver or something right now. So yeah, 2 gold out of those. It's really good. You get some gold farm here, and you can see I slowly progress with my gold that I need to get for my legendary. I think I've watched your tier list videos a lot in the last week. Been between all of the classes I have and want to get better at Elementalist, Guardian and Engineer. Which of those 3 do you like? So if it's just about what I like, I think the one that I like the least is Engineer. Doesn't mean I don't like it at all. I like all the classes in Guild Wars 2. I think all of them have a really good design. If I would have to rate them, I think Elementalist is higher rated than Guardian, and Guardian is higher rated than Engineer. But Engineer is still a fun class. I like to play it as well. Okay, we're not going for skipping or something. So you can skip the last trash mobs here. But it's fine, I mean. Those are probably also some inexperienced people, so didn't expect that they know the speedrun strats here. But yeah. So I would say for me, Elementalist is probably in the top 3 classes, Guardian is in the top 5 classes, and Engineer is in the top, I don't know. It's not the last spot. So let's put it like this. But like I said, I play all classes and I like all of them. What are they doing? And that's just my choice. But it's very personal. Like everyone has a different opinion on that. Some people have like Engineer a lot and it's their main character. Some people really hate Engineer because of the kids and they know weapon swapping. So it heavily depends who you are. No, I mean, don't be sad if you're an Engineer main. That doesn't mean I will not play it or I will not make content about it. I still enjoy Engineer. Especially, for example, Amalgam. I had a lot of fun playing Amalgam. I like to play Scrapper. I'm not the biggest Mechanist fan. I think Mechanist is a little bit boring, or I don't really like to engage with the pet all the time. And I think Holosmith currently in the meta is just too bad to actually, or like underpowered right now to be really, really fun. But overall, I think Mechanist or Engineer in general has a lot of possibilities and stuff. But if I, you know, the question was what kind of class do I like the most? And I can't like all of them the most. So I just tell you it's not Engineer that much, but it doesn't mean I don't like it. just not the one that I like the most. Good to hear that Guild Wars 2 is doing well. Haven't played since POF released, but I'm returning since I saw Seplab to starting to play it, so I thought I will I never get there? Yeah, I think Guild Wars 2 is currently probably like in one of the best spots it has been like in the last 2 years, probably, because like a lot of new players come back to the game or come to the game, then a lot of returning players come back to the game. The community is really hyped, the ones like me that played almost all the time, because there is like a new expansion on the horizon, and we have really good content currently dropping, as you can see with the new Fractal Incursion event. So overall, just really, really good stuff, and Guild Wars 2 is in a good space. Yeah. Which class and/or spec is your favorite? So it depends a bit on the content that I'm playing, and also that's the cool part about my Guild Wars 2 journey is always I play different characters all the time. You know, sometimes I say, oh my god, this week I really enjoy playing Elementalist, and then the next week I say, nah, Elementalist is not the favorite anymore, and I'll play Necromancer or something. So it's really like, for me, I switch around all the time. So I don't have a specific character that I play all the time, and I think this is the best class ever. But if you would nail me down right now in the current state, I would say for PvE, I really enjoy Mesmer because it's just so strong. It is so broken in all content in PvE. It's just so good. And in competitive modes, I really like to play Necromancer, especially in PvP. Reaper is such a fun spec. And for roaming, I don't know, I really like Herald. I think for me, Herald is one of my favorite all-time specs. But that's just, you know, it's really hard to put a finger on it, what exactly I want to play. Because it's always like depending on the mood, on the content, and just on the specific day. It's really like, that's the main thing. Okay, so we want to maybe go for some strike missions as well. I'm not a DPS. I can't join as a DPS yet. Wound DPS. Was I at the Wizard's Tower? Let's check. I don't want to grieve my party. Was I at the Wizard's Tower already? I wasn't, so I have to be careful. I wanted to go there, but I wasn't there yet. I think you can go there as well from there. Let's do one more. When in doubt, do another quick play. When in doubt, do a quick play. Okay, apparently not. Interesting. There we go. We are in. That's what we wanted. I tried Guild Wars 2 when it was released, but back then I found the combat system a bit weird, but 3 weeks ago we started and I love it. Already have 5 characters. Yeah, Guild Wars 2 at the launch of the game was completely different than now. I would say the combat system might not have changed that much, but it evolved and got better in my opinion. And I also think, that's the cool part. Wait, I can level my thing here. Okay, maybe not. Let me level it. There we go. Nice. Get a little bit more rewards now. Yeah, but so I think the game got better because they improved it. There are so many new specs. The balancing got way better. And of course, we have way more endgame content. That's the main thing. The endgame is now there. We can play the endgame forever. There is so much stuff to grind and get. So I think for me personally, of course, I started playing the game like 1 year after release. And it didn't hook me at first. It really did not. For me, in the beginning, it was like, yeah, it's a good game, but I stopped playing it. And I came back like 1-2 years after that. And then it started hooking me when Heart of Thorns came out and we got elite specs and stuff. So it took a while for me as well to get me hooked. So I know the thing. Yeah, I know the problem. Welcome back though. I'm happy to have more new or returning players in the game. That's what we need. So you can here cheese the traps and stuff. You can just teleport to the ceiling. And with Mimic I can teleport twice. So there we go. Can pull the lever here and my party doesn't have to interact with anything anymore. That's what we need to do. There we go. I wonder if this new Fractal Quick Play is a kind of beta for a wider group finder tool in the future. Doesn't it say beta? I think it says beta, isn't it? Yeah, here it does say it. So I hope this means that will be like, if it works well and people like it, and I highly suspect that will be the case, then people will probably hope that they will get more. And if ANET can pull it off technically, then they will hopefully increase that to other things as well. That's my big hope here. Does it mean it will happen? I have no clue. I hope it will. And I think it's quite hard to implement that for raids and strikes and stuff, and even higher fractals, because you have way more roles to cover, which is obviously not that easy as just matching 5 random people. But I hope it works. I hope. I play a lot of healers. I mean, this is a healer. I'm playing a healer build right now. It's just like a very, I wouldn't say weird healer, but it's like it's a high level healer actually that I'm playing here, and it works very well in this as well. So I just give a lot of boons, have some damage in there as well, and a lot of healing. That's the idea of this. And on my main account, I'm in Chrono Jail and in other healer jails. I'm like, for most content, even, especially the hard content, I'm playing healer all the time, because that's the role that the most people are not playing in Guild Wars 2. And as a veteran, you just have to fill what the group needs. I really want to try out Catalyst, but Reaper and Necro in general is just so chill and fun for pretty much else. Yeah, I think that's the cool part about Guild Wars 2. You can swap your class whenever you want to, but you don't need to, you know. If you like a class, you can stick with it. If you want to switch because currently the class is not for you, or it's not like you're not in the mood for playing it, it's very easy to play with a different character. At least if you are not freshly level 80, then it takes a while. But if you have like a few weeks on your belt, it gets really, really easy to get new characters. So if you have any questions about those fractals, let me know as well. Of course, I can answer them. And if you have questions in general, how fractals work and that kind of stuff, and all the specific fractals, how they work, if you want a very concise summary of how fractals work for each specific fractals, you can also just watch my YouTube channel, where I have a dedicated guide that is only like a few minutes for each fractal and tell you how it works. And that can also help on my YouTube channel, of course. There used to be a town close equipment area that evolved into outfits. Exactly, you know, there's so much things that changed over the course of the... Okay, why is it still... Okay, weird. Yeah, but definitely there is like so many things started in the game as some kind of weird feature that improved with the course of time. Over the course of time. How like interesting it is, how like smart and well implemented it is. And outfits is definitely one of those. There are multiple hammers. I got so confused, but there are multiple hammers now in this fractal. Because I did not hit the last seal, but someone else did, and it was already purple. That's really weird. The action cam was for me a game changer. I really like Guild Wars 2 since then. Yeah, I know a lot of people that played the game and said, oh, it's too tap target, it's too bad in that regard. But the action cam changed a lot for them. It's not perfect, don't get me wrong, but if you like action cam, that's really, really improving the gameplay. Has, like I said, some issues, especially in competitive modes. If you want to have a lot of AoE classes like Engineer, that might be a challenge. But I think it's still very, very worthwhile to play, especially if you want to, if you really don't like it any other way. Okay. I just started a couple of days ago. It was the low intensity Dragon Hunter 1-button Core Guardian that encouraged me to start. Yeah, it's so cool. That's such a good build. It's so fun. So if you like it, stick with it, and then slowly go from there. There are some people that get a lot of like high level stuff done on low intensity builds. So just play what you like, and you will find like some progress with it. It's really amazing. That's the cool part. There are so many hammers. There are 5 hammers. For everyone gets a hammer. Normally there's only 1 hammer. But in this quick play, there are 5 hammers, so everyone can get the hammer. That's good. No one is like sad that we don't get the hammer. Very good. Would you suggest your ID on Quickness Cutter as a good option for this fractal event? Yeah, Quickness Cutter is a very good suggestion. Something, you know, in this quick event, you don't know which kind of party you might get. So playing a boon support that is very high DPS is always a good choice, I would say. There we go. Next one done. Because if you are boon support, you can provide value to the party other than DPS, and the boons like quickness or alacrity, especially quickness, is really strong in very short fights. Oftentimes alacrity is not even necessary if the fight is over in 10 seconds. So very, very good choice there, I would say. An exotic quality accessory. What does that exactly mean? Let's check it. Exotic level. Power, precision, condition damage. That's like Viper. Can I get some other pieces there as well, or is it only like this is Marauder? Interesting. They have a lot of completely random stats in here. What? I guess. And then we have the tormented skins. That's so crazy, you know, that you get the tormented skins. They like, look at this. This weapon was like worth multiple hundreds golds. I'm not sure how much it's now worth because you can get the skin there. But yeah, they heavily dropped in price. And where's the spear? Torment spear, yeah, that was like a few days ago, obviously before the event, no one knew that. Then they dropped like hundreds of gold. It's crazy. This is really, really cool skins. If you like some kind of edgy skins, those are really good. Nice. Okay. What else can we purchase here? Are there any other vendors here? I don't think so. Okay. Let's check the fractals. I don't think so. I think we are almost done with the dailies. I think the daily fractals we are done. That's cool. It's really good. No, wait, there is Lonely Tower. I'm not sure if I want to do Lonely Tower tier 1. That sounds scary. That sounds very scary. but maybe. Maybe we can Iceblood Saga. If there's an Iceblood Saga strike mission, we can also do those. But was I in Eye of the North? That's another thing that I have to check. I think I was not in Eye of the North yet. Oh, I was. Nice. I could go there. Let's teleport there and check it out first. If I can join those strike missions and stuff. Yeah, so Quickness Catalyst is a really good option in my opinion. Yes, for sure. I'm playing Celestial Heal Alacrity Specker. Yeah, I think that's also a very good choice. I think that's it's almost the same build that I'm playing. I'm playing also Celestial Alacrity Heal Mirage. That's almost the same build, just a different class, but the same build. Yeah, it's really good. I have been playing Celestial Herald as my main open world grinder. Is that gear fine for this event? Yes, it really is. It's a very good build actually for this because you provide, again, a lot of boons. You deal some damage. Perfect. And also some healing. It's perfect actually. Okay, let's check if I can get into strike missions here. Yeah, so that's good. Thank you, John McDonald. Thank you so much. Thanks. Really appreciate it. Thanks for the donation. Thank you so much. Really appreciate the effort you put into the content you make. From tier lists to answering comments, you're really the kind of content creator games need. I mean, that's so kind words. Thank you so much for that. Always happy to hear stuff like that, and I will continue to do so cool content if you have so many kind words to me and if you appreciate it. So, of course, thank you so much. Okay, let's continue answering some questions, and then we go into some strike missions because they are really good gold. And maybe we join directly. Why can't I join? What's the thing that keeps me from joining? What's the thing that keeps me from joining? I don't know. We will solve that issue at some point. That spear had a peak of 5k. Exactly. You know, that's like the spear was so high valued because no one had it and it was a cool skin. But nowadays, or with today's drop, the spear like crashed instantly. So you can get it for way cheaper now. I guess that's good for you if you didn't have it before. Exactly. Are they inspired by the tormented weapons from Guild Wars 1? I think so, yeah. it's the same event. So you farm over this event for the legendary gloves, for the infusions, for the tormented spear. Everything is in this event. So just continue farming it and you will get it. Now, nice, we can join. Let's say that. We are playing Alacrity Heal here on this new account, going into strike missions that we have never done before. Very good. That's what we want. That's so much gold, you know. If I get this done, those strike missions here, this will give me for this account, like if I would sell everything, like 20 gold. That's doubles my gold value that I currently have in the inventory almost. It's so good. Such a good thing to do. Daily strike missions. Yeah, I mean, you can, of course, join. Just go in the LFG and join. I have no commander tag. You can just join here. If you find the group before it closes. Just join whenever. Okay. Yeah, I mean, Lonely Tower is also not bad to do, but I think the problem is it's somewhat slow, especially on tier 1, but maybe I will still do it because I need gold after all, you know. I want to get this done, and Lonely Tower is not too bad either. It's not like horrible. The only thing that I will probably skip is Silent Surf. I think Silent Surf in not challenge mode, I will not do that. That's too horrible. But other than that, I will do every single fractal, I guess. Yeah, maybe we'll do it later. Doesn't matter too much. What weapon is priority for power clone when I go for ascended weapons? Which one do I buy first? Spear, dagger, or sword? So if you have access to the spear, definitely a spear. Like if you have Chantevals, get the spear. The spear is amazing, but with a big but, because you can currently get, there is a quest. Where is it? There is a quest. There is an item. Is it in the legacy reward? Yeah, it's in the legacy reward. There is, where is it? Somewhere. Let me find it. Here, this one. No, don't get the spear first. If you have this quest not unlocked yet, you can get it for free. You get a free ascended legendary, ascended spear from doing this quest. So if you purchase this with the Wizard's Vault reward, you get a free ascended spear with selectable stats. So definitely really, really good. And then you would get the dagger instead if you play Chrono. That would be my go-to option. It's probably what I'm gonna do as well. But the problem is I don't have like Chantevals played through, so for me this quest might be a little bit of pain to do. So we will see. But yeah, really, really good thing. I don't have the mastery. Oh no. That's fine. And so there are the infusions are not really infusions. It's the new legendary glove that you can get. And this legendary glove will make your weapons glow in a specific color, in red, in blue, in purple, in yellow. And this legendary you can get from doing the event here. This is a free legendary just from doing the events. And then you will get this glove and you equip it, and then it changes the color or some aura of your weapons. So it's like a new infusion, but it's special. It's not an infusion that you equip that increases your stats. It's more like a weapon that you, like a gear piece that you equip or a skin, and that changes your skin of your weapons. So hope that makes a little bit more sense now. Yeah. Thanks for the Prime, Nerd. Really appreciate it. Thanks a lot for the support. Yeah, I mean, that's really nice, likely, to follow up on that statement. I'm always very happy if I have those kind words of you. Like, if you encourage me to continue creating content, that's like the best encouragement I can get. If viewers tell me how they like my content and what they think about my thing, what I do, and how energetic or how helpful I am, that's exactly what I want to hear. Because obviously, if you have constructive feedback, I also like that. And those things together, those two things, that's all I need. You know, I really enjoy doing creating content for Guild Wars 2 and specifically. So yeah, I just hope we will get more nice people and more people in the community like you. So thanks for that. And thanks, Nilsberg, for the Prime. Really appreciate it. Thanks a lot. Hope you all are enjoying the stream. Thanks for your support. And yeah, we continue doing some Cold War here. This is a quite boring strike mission if you don't know. So it's a strike mission. It is like a one instance boss fight, but before the boss fight you have to do some wave killing of mobs, and it's really slow. It takes like 8 minutes, just have to wait. But for this new account, it's obviously something that I really want to get done. Why? Because it's like giving me some decent gold. It gives me like at least 2-3 gold. And then it also gives me one weekly chest, which also gives me more gold. So for a new account, like getting every single instance that you can get done is always a good choice. Yeah, it's always a good choice. The sad part is I don't have the Arc DPS installed right now because it's currently like not up to date. So it will crash my PC because that happens when there's a new event up. So I can't see how much damage my group or how much healing or whatever CC my group is doing. That would be really nice to know. I can upkeep with the Celestial gear in Exotic, but next stream I guess it works again. Yeah, the surprise event is so good. I mean, to be honest, like this is probably the best event, best content patch for me personally the whole year. Like I'm not joking. This is such a good, great event. I will farm like the hell out of this like 4 weeks event. On my main and my second account, I will like play like forever fractals. That's like the crazy part. Like getting on 2 accounts this legendary will be like a grind, but I love it. That's exactly what I like to play. So yeah. Yeah, 1200 Astral Acclaim is not free. Yes, sorry, I don't want to downplay that, but it's something that doesn't cost you, you know? So you can invest some time and you get it. But of course, if you don't like that, sure, then get the spear from the chest that you have or something. That's definitely always just mentioning for people that have Astral Acclaim lying around. That's something that is definitely worth getting. That's what I meant to. Yes, you need to play Chante Wilds. I'm not completely sure if you need to play all of Chante Wilds for that. I did it as the last quest, so I had everything done on my main account before that, so I can't tell you if that's actually the case then. But either way, I think it's worthwhile getting at some point because it's a free ascended weapon and it's a actually surprisingly good story and the side story, to be honest. But it's not priority. If you don't like it, of course, don't sweat too much about it. Yeah, it's a really good event. It's really, really good, especially for new players. But even for veterans like me, it's such a good event. It's crazy. Also have to be careful. I need to bring some stability in later fights as well. Nice, the Arc DPS's update is out. Okay, that's good to know. So maybe I will restart after the strike mission run. Just quickly restart and install Arc DPS again so that we can see our numbers. Just to see, you know, if I'm doing fine, because I don't want to grief my party. Even though I'm the healer, I don't want to grief them with having like bad boon uptime. I think my alacrity although is really good, it's still there. But yeah, I have really like to have Arc DPS installed just to double check how I'm doing, if everything is fine. Because especially on a new account where I don't know if the gear is good enough to actually play well enough on this specific build, I think it's very good to see the numbers, the actual numbers. These T1 fractals are about to see the worst heal chrono known to mankind. Don't worry, don't worry. I would actually go as far and would say there is not a healer necessary, to be honest. They are so easy, so down-tuned. You can go for 5 DPS and you will be fine. Of course, having like a support that provides a lot of might and all the other good boons, that would be helpful, but you don't have to go for a full healer. And especially if you're trying out heal chrono, that's probably the best place to start learning it because there is not that much pressure. And you will not get flamed for letting your party die because you have no healing. So just play and enjoy, and you will probably understand the class way better when you played it a bit more, especially in a safe environment like those new Fractal Tier 1 scale or whatever it's called. Maybe Tier 0 scale makes sense as well, because it's lower than Tier 1 in that sense actually. Yeah, so good place to start. Yeah, as always, if you have any questions, let me know. I'm always happy to help. And that's also not that exciting here to do those boss fights for the next 2.5 minutes. So I'm always happy to have some distraction here. Also, big thanks for your great work at YouTube. Already enjoyed your summary on the next new patch. Thanks for that. Keep up the good work and effort. Yeah, don't worry. I will do that. More good stuff coming, to be honest. I have really cool videos prepared. I'm quite hyped. Hopefully you will like them as well. And of course, I will cover all the news and stuff. Try to be always on time and not being like late on those, because news, it makes sense, you know. Nothing is older than like the news from yesterday or something, you know. There is a saying like that. I don't know how it's exactly, but something like that. And it's true, you know, so I will always try to be up to date with my news videos and also try to be like somewhat up to date with guides about it. So I will try to release a guide about this event, how to get the stuff very fast and stuff tomorrow. That's the goal, but can't promise, of course. Depends a bit how much work it is. But other than that, I have other videos as well. And after all, you know, if you are tier list enjoyer, you have to check out my YouTube channel, you know. Tier lists, that's my hobby, I guess, in Guild Wars 2, in content creation on top of that. So yeah, a lot of tier lists coming up. That much I can tease you a bit. And some new ones that I have not done ever before. So hopefully you like this amount of content. What made you choose Mesmer for 0 to Hero? So there are multiple reasons why I chose Mesmer. The first is that Mesmer is very flexible in PvE. So I can just fill every single role very easily, very highly. And the second reason is I'm very competent on Mesmer. I don't want to grieve my party by playing a class that I have never like really fully understood. Like, let's say, I don't know, 4 kit quickness DPS scrapper. You know, I've never like learned this build correctly. So I would rather play a class that I played before and actually be good at it to make actually good progress on my account, on my new one. And the next reason is that I think that might be a little bit selfish, but I really think that with the expansion coming up on my main account, I will probably not play as much Mesmer. I will play other classes as well. So I think as I like Mesmer from the class fantasy, I thought, okay, let's play Mesmer as long as I can until the expansion drops, and then I might not play Mesmer that much anymore because I might play Gale Shot, Amalgam, and all the other specs that I might try out. So why not play something right now that I actually enjoy playing, and then go to stuff that I have not played ever before and swap then. That's the whole idea. This is Cold War. That's a strike mission. So it's like a instance where you have to fight a boss, and before that you have to fight some very like weak enemies, or mostly weak enemies. So it's not like too exciting to actually do this. A bit careful. My healing output is obviously they are dying left and right. Oh no. So this is just the end boss of this, and it's like a strike mission called. It's like a raid, single boss raid. If you played other MMOs, that's how this is. And it's very easy actually. It's not too bad to play either. So I'm playing, this is my first strike mission ever on this account. And I'm playing some kind of celestial healer. So I'm the healer and I'm doing some DPS as well. And it's not the most exciting one. It's not the best showcase for how fun strike missions can be. But it gives me a good, oh my god. Gives me a good chunk of gold when I complete it. And that's obviously what I'm after on this account, because I want to get my stuff unlocked. And my legendary at some point. It's a bit bad. I just bought the Phalanx armor skin a week ago. Yeah, I mean, that's don't like think too much about it, because you can't change it anyway. You know, that's one of my main things about stuff in life is if you can't change it, don't worry too much. Yes, it might feel bad because it's not like fun to you because you just invested time, maybe even gold in there. Yeah, but what can I say? You know, you can't change it anyway. Maybe if you want it, you can try to write support, but I think they will probably not answer because a lot of people will have the same problem. And I think that's just how it goes. And don't worry too much, because in the end, I would say the game is all about having fun, having goals. And yeah, maybe your goal was a little bit like wasted for now, but you had fun going for it, and you will find another goal to go for. That's what I would always say about my positive mindset in Guild Wars 2. Nice. Get another mastery point. Very good. How about a tier list from the best tier lists? I actually made this as an April Fool's joke this year, and it was not really a joke in the end. It was more like about also helping players what kind of tier list is for which kind of player. So I think that was actually a fun tier list to do as well. But in the meantime, since April, I actually made a lot of other tier lists as well. So maybe we will go back to that again at some point. Yeah, it's a fun idea for sure. No, this is not a fractal. This is not a fractal. I'm doing some strike missions, but we will go back to fractals after this. Just want to get some more gold as well, and daily fractals make sense. Daily strike missions make sense as well. No, you don't have to do that for the new event. I'm just doing that for getting some more gold. You know, after all, I want to get gold. Oh my god, guys. First time ever doing Cold War getting a 20 gold or 25 gold drop. You know, that's how you do it. You know, I got this on my main account like once, and I played this Cold War strike mission here and get the drop instantly, like doubling my gold value just from having like a lucky drop. Yep, apparently my main account is cursed and this account is not. Nice. Get some clovers as well. Where did we get those from? I think from some kind of reward track. That's crazy. Like this progress, it's insane. Like this is insane. Just absolute insanity. Want to sell some stuff as well at some point. Very good. It's just amazing. What can I say? Amazing. Yeah. And already 100k karma. It's actually the progress on this account. I'm really surprised how fast I get like karma and all the good stuff in the background, like mystic clovers, obsidian shards and stuff. Just happens very passively in the background. Also need to get to all the good stuff here. There's so many good stuff in the Wizards world now. It's crazy. Okay. I guess I have to bring some stability here, just in case. Look at the bright side, it attracts more new players or returning players. In an old game, having a huge amount of new players coming is more long-term content and service from the developer. Exactly. I think it's like everyone is happy if new players join. I really think so. And especially events like this that we currently have, yes, veterans still get something because of the new legendary and the like infusions and stuff. But if they should do more events like this. Like, I'm not joking. I think having more events like this is exactly what Guild Wars 2 needs. Some more incentive for newer players or returning players to play a specific part of the game that they might not have engaged with earlier. People see how different, how cool the game might look, and they will come to the game. I think that's really like a good or very good way to help getting new players in the game, because that showcases what kind of different content the game has. If a lot of players play specific content that they have not played before, and you see it on streams, you see it on any different social media all the time, yeah, that's good. That's what we want. That's what we need. So I'm all up for that, and I hope they do that more often, especially when there's no other content released right now. I think that's like a very, very easy way to engage the community without actually putting out new, so to say, instances, new content, new maps or something. They are completely fine with the old stuff, because everyone is back to playing the old stuff because it's just so rewarding and so fun to do that anyway. So I think that's like a win-win-win-win situation, because everyone wins from that. I think it was fine. I think my healing was fine. I'm getting so many achievements now. It's actually crazy. I have to always go and loot everything. I have to be really careful here. Never forget looting. I have to loot every single thing here. If you want to play Gale Shot when it comes out, is it better to play Ranger for now as a new player, or does it not really matter? So I would say it depends. If you want to stick with one character, then of course stick with Ranger and play Ranger and then go to Gale Shot. If you say, I don't care, I switch my characters around anyway, then I play currently what you like, and when the expansion comes out in 1.5 months, then you play something different, like going to Gale Shot and Ranger. I think that's something that you should always try to do, is currently play that what you have like the energy and the most fun with. That's really the thing. And if you play multiple characters, sure, play Guardian now, swap to Ranger when Gale Shot comes out. But if you want to play a single character, stick with Ranger. There are so many good ones in Ranger right now as well. Just find a sweet spot. That's what I would recommend. That's what I do as well. I play class right now that I have fun with and swap to another one whenever I don't have fun anymore. I want to try something new. That's the whole idea. Yeah. Very good. We're getting somewhere. You see, my gold is also going up just from the rewards that I get passively there. Another 7. I don't even know where I get all of the stuff from, to be honest. I think that's like some achievements, yeah. But I get so many achievements here passively. I started at 550, like got 200 achievement points. I got like 7 more Mystic Clovers. I'm now at 14 Mystic Clovers. What? That's like 100 gold, like value. 14 Mystic Clovers are like 100 gold value. So I'm like almost like, this is like 20% almost of the Mystic Clovers that I need for my legendary. I just got from achievements. It's so crazy the progress on today stream. It's crazy. Really, really good progress. Really, really good. I will probably also sell this item, of course. Let's check. Do I want to sell it instantly? I fear, because currently Cold War is daily, and if I get like, I don't have enough gold. Like, that's the problem. Because the sell listing costs me like over 4 gold. So if I have to redo that because someone undercuts me here, that's really painful on this specific one. But maybe I should do it anyway. Let's see. It doesn't matter. I don't have to sell it right now. In general, I would always recommend new players, anyone actually, never direct sell. Direct selling is very stupid in this game. You just lose money out from that. It's like you get money instantly, but you get less money. If you would be patient, you would get more money. So I would always recommend going for the patient route and sell listing. But of course, if you're like me and right now, and you probably might get undercut with this item, and I don't have enough money to relist it all the time, then maybe sell it directly. Come on. I'm building my Power Chronomancer as per your recommendation build, but since I don't have Relic of Claw yet, what do you suggest? Oh, that's easy. That's very easy. For Power Chronomancer, you just go either Relic of Fireworks if you can get that, or if you want to be even more like easy access to relics, then I would go either Relic of the Eagle or Relic of the Thief. So Thief and Eagle are just passives. That's it. They just passively give you the stats, and Fireworks gives you whenever you cast this weapon skill that has over 20-second cooldown. So all 3 of those work very well. The best option by far is or not by far, but like a few percent, it's of course the Claw Relic, but if you don't have access to that one, Fireworks, Eagle or Thief are completely fine replacements, like completely. So that should answer your question, hopefully. So I would say Thief is probably the one that you mentioned. Probably that's the best choice for you then. Because that's just a very safe passive upgrade. To get some healing down to my party, very good. No, always happy to help. Always happy to help. Get some more healing. So I will jump every wave. I think I will get an achievement for that if I jump every single one of those. That's good as well. Get some stability to the party. And I think we are done with this boss. One of the most boring bosses, to be honest. So many phases that make him invulnerable, but nothing else. There we go. A lot of achievements here. Oh, I don't have the mastery for those. Oh no. That's sad. That's so sad. You know, I'm missing out on the loot here. Now, what can I do? I'm still getting like a lot of experience here. And wait, do I want the Raven achievement or the Essence Manipulation? Probably that. Yeah, so you see, I don't have all the masteries, so I don't even get the full loot. But of course, doing that every single day just gives me a lot of like rewards anyway. It's crazy. Iceblood Saga's side missions are really, really good for just gold. You see, I get some small chests anyway. And even more Mystic Clovers. What can I say? It's like insane how many Mystic Clovers I get from just doing that. I'm now doubling on Mystic Clovers. I'm now 28. I don't even know where all of them come from. I think it's all from the achievements like Bound by Blood and all of that. It's crazy. You get so many. Oh no. Now the Bone Scanner. This is the real test. You know, Celestial Healers on Bone Scanner is always like, be careful. If you know what you're doing, that is good. If you don't, that's scary a bit. So I want to have to play it here really carefully. So just take a lot of like ways of cleansing and healing. So mantras heal all of them. I need a lot of heals. So I can't, that's the thing, I can't swap to anything else. I just am like full healing. So I really want to play it as safe as possible. And hopefully that works. Is there a way to see the incursions that are happening in the open world? I will check that later, yeah. I think there might be a way with the how it works with the... Have to be very careful here though. Nice, some boons as well. I have to keep up the protection as well. It's actually quite challenging to get all the stuff up. I will answer your question in a second. Get some CC. Yeah, we got, even without me having the special action key, getting the CC out. That's very good, very good, very good. You also should have actually no problem with the... You see, Celestial here, no problem at all. Some healing out, always trying to cleanse especially the weakness here is really annoying for my power DPS, so I really want to get the weakness up. No, was in the dodge. I wanted to dodge here, but it's fine. It's fine. They got me. Yeah, it's a little bit stressful here to be the healer. To be honest, I'm a little bit stressed. It's actually very stressful. Very stressful. Because I'm also in exotic Celestial gear, which is obviously also not the perfect choice for being a Celestial here. But we are getting there, Some more healing, some more resets, some more... I think we are fine. I mean, we also don't have quickness, which is obviously hurting me quite a bit. Like, not having quickness is obviously making all my casts longer, which also makes all my attacks slower, therefore I can't spam them that easily. We are getting somewhere, maybe. Oh my god. It's actually painful. I have to be honest. It's painful. I would not recommend doing that, but I have no other choice. That's the sad part. I have no other choice. It's really sad, you know, if I would have anything, like especially the mastery would also help me here a lot. You know, it helps also getting some damage out and some healing. So sad. It's fine, we did it, you know, first bone skinner, very good, getting some gold, getting some rewards for it, that's what we want. I'm so sorry, I tried my best, you know, you could see it actually worked, but having no quickness makes it obviously painful, and then making it also like Celestial on this boss, especially on a Mirage that got nerfed, is also painful, but we made it work, don't worry. You know, I was solo healing this boss before, it's also working, it's also doable. But you definitely notice the difference. Celestial gear obviously gets a lot of value because 10% more stats, all stats, is obviously quite a lot. We did it. So I think there might be a way to see it where in the open world is happening. But the cool part is about this thing, Machivara, you can just go to anywhere where you know it spawns all the time. Like, there might be a spawn of the bosses. It's always at the full hour. That much is happening. So 0-0, that's at the full hour. It's always spawning in one of those 4 level 15 maps. And you just go always to the same place. Like, let's say you always go to, I don't know, Brisbane Wildlands, or always go to Kessex Hills. Like, always. And then you go in this one part in the east, in the southeast. That's where you go in Kessex Hills, and even if the boss is not currently there, because it's another one of those 4 bosses, there is a portal that teleports you to the specific map where the mob or the boss is. So always go there at the full hour and you will be fine. That is my recommendation. Okay, so what do we have to do here for the achievements? I have no clue. Can't dodge though. We will see how it works. Maybe I can get some more Mystic Clovers by doing this. Oh, I was actually also baiting the boss's attack even better, you know. You can bait the attack if you are currently the tank, so to say, if you target it and then you go away from the rest of the squad. You actually get so much, so to say, help, because your party doesn't even need stability for that. And teleport behind because I don't have that much stability uptime, sadly, on Mirage. Oh, the healing Mirage nerfs, they are actually so painful, I have to be honest. Why did they do that? was such a good build. Now I only have my stability mantra and that's about it. It's very sad. Very, very sad. It's fine. It's still a very good build, don't get me wrong, but it was so much better before they nerfed it. And it was not even the target of the nerf. That was the sad part here. There we go, another one. So much reward, so much gold. So good. I already asked it a couple of weeks ago, but I'm still uncertain. So I main Engie and have the Ascended Armor necessary for Tier 4 fractals to fill most of the roles, DPS, quick DPS, alacrity heal, and quick heal. I'm currently working on my legendary armor, but I'm unsure if it makes sense to go for the medium armor. I tried Thief and Ranger, but not feeling them right now. Do you think it would be better to go for light, heavy? So if you have all the legendary or all the Ascended armor for Engineer, I would actually say yes, it makes more sense to go for light armor or heavy armor if you like those or like to play different classes as well. Because if you already have the Ascended gear for all your Engineer, why would you go for it? Maybe it's only for the skin, maybe it's for the ease of use to switch to different builds maybe, sure. But I personally would say if you like to multi-class like I do, I think going for a light armor then makes way more sense than to double up on your already 4 existing Ascended armor sets plus the potential of like wasting, so to say, your legendary as well as the 5th one. I would definitely say it makes sense to go for a different one, in my opinion, if you like to play different classes, that is. Can anyone recommend a build or weapon for Elementalist to tide me over until I get enough hero points for Catalyst? I think Scepter. Like, Scepter is all the way to go. Like, Scepter and maybe Tempest is like very good if you have access to Tempest, or just on core. Scepter is such a good weapon. Like, Scepter is insane. And if you can get Warhorn in the offhand, it's also so good. It's such a good, like, all-round weapon set, that weapon combo. You can play a lot of supportive stuff, you can play Condi, you can play power, it doesn't matter. It's just really, really strong. I personally would go for those. Yeah. Nice, your quick scrapper now, that's good, that's good. You have some quickness uptime at least. Very good. Welcome, One More Pull. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Hope you all had a nice day. I have a quick question. Is it worth buying Chance Valch just to buy the legendary weapon starter key? Because I have over 1000 Astral Claim. So the starter key, as far as I know, let me check. Is it really just for people that have Chante Valts? Isn't the starter key like is this not for everyone available? I'm pretty sure this should be available for everyone. I'm pretty sure about that. I think this event is like for everyone. You don't have to have Chance Valts. If you the Astral Acclaim stuff you can get from any expansion. I think you don't have to have Chance Valts for that one. Only for the one in the Wizard's Vault. Not for the what's it called? For the Universal one, which you can select any legendary from. In Generation 1 that is. You don't have to be Chance Valts owner, as far as I know. Sorry that I could not answer your question on YouTube first, but it doesn't. I think the answer still stays the same. It doesn't matter where you answer it, where you ask it. I'd like to play every class, so it makes all the sense. Yeah, I'm always happy to help. And if you like all the classes, or at least want to try all of them, then definitely go for light armor. That it will give you 3 new classes to play with without having any issue. Of course, it's an investment, but I think it's a worthwhile investment. For bringing so much valuable content, being all the time so nice. Really, I really appreciate it. Yeah, I'm happy to hear that. Yeah, I'm always very happy to have like comments like this. This helps me really to continue creating content. Because if you might know, I put a lot of effort into my stuff, like a lot of daily uploads and stuff. That's not something that you can take for granted, especially for a game like Guild Wars 2. Big community, but not that much social media interest. So I really, really want to emphasize that here and make more content for Guild Wars 2 players. But it's not the most lucrative hobby, I can tell you that. But it's very fun, especially if you give me such nice, kind words back. I really appreciate that. Thanks you. And if you have any comments to help me improve and make my content even better, I'm always happy to get any feedback on that as well. So, where are we going? I think after this, what is missing? I think we are done with all of the Iceblood Saga strike missions. I think it's only Dragonstorm that is missing. That's good. Wait, why did I get a bone skinner token? Interesting. I mean, legendary weapons from Wizard's World. Yeah, then I personally would say the Chantia Wilds expansion is worth it for me personally, even for players that only want to have the spear unlocked. So if you want to have the spear unlocked and want to get the legendary starter kit, yes, go for it. If you don't care about the spear at all, I'm not so sure if that's worth it, because you have to understand, you can't just purchase gems, which you will get way more for spending, so to say, the same amount of gold, and then purchase any legendary with it. But if you look about anything any value that you get from Chantia Wilds, then I would say purchase Chantia Wilds. Like, you missed the sale, but it's still a very, very worthwhile thing to get. It's giving you content, it's giving you the spear, it gives you the legendary weapon starter kit. I would say yes, it's worth it. But of course, I'm ArenaNet fanboy because I'm playing the game so much. So I would say that probably because I couldn't imagine playing the game with almost the cool weapons missing with the spear. But of course, if you don't have the money right now, I think it might be one of the expansions that you can skip. But I personally would say yes, it's worth it. Welcome, Final One. Welcome. Yes, the new bonus event is amazing. It's really good. I made just a video about it, Final One, on my YouTube channel, and I make a short summary, and tomorrow I will give you the detailed guide, hopefully. That's the idea. And you will get free legendary gloves from just completing the event, like free legendary gloves, no gold required, just farming the event. That's amazing. They will also let your weapons be dyeable. Yes, you heard that right. You have dyeable weapons now in the game if you have this legendary. You get a free legendary starter kit for any Generation 1 weapon. Universal starter kit with this event as well. So what else is there? Yeah. What else is there? I mean, this is like the perfect event. Like, perfect. Really, really good. And it's really friendly to new players and veterans alike. So really, really strong. And if you play Fractals, you can even get or want to get the Mist Omni Potion. So I don't know. There's something for everyone. Yeah, it's solo Condi Chrono is like one of the best and most underrated solo builds out there. It's so good. I every time when someone asks what kind of solo builds for Mesmer should I try, I just have to say it's like this one. It's like there is almost no build that comes even close to the solo Condi Chrono build. It's so good. Of course, you have to have the relic, but if you have that, it's insane. It's so good. 30k DPS or something, while being so tanky and so flexible. I don't know. There's almost nothing that is like beating that. I'm doing my fractal rotation because I rarely play Scrapper in Raids Fractals. I hope that's okay. Yeah, of course. I mean, to be honest, do the rotation that you know and that works for you. And most of the time, that's way better than if you would try to get any rotation down that is someone tells you, oh, this is the rotation that you should do. And you will in the end probably not get it even close to how it should be done. And then you will be way worse than if you would go for your own rotation or the one that you are accustomed to. So definitely stick with that. And especially the fractal rotation is actually quite safe. It's quite a safe pick. Is it worth spending 1000 Asura Claim on the Infinite Potion? Yes, I think it's like almost everyone, If you like have no interest in the infusions from the new legendary, then for a veteran that already has the potion, maybe then it's worth skipping it. But even then, I would say for most people, it's actually worth buying it. And especially if you're a new player and plan to do Fractals anytime in the future, you should get it. It's such a good item. It gives a lot of like stats increases in Fractals, and it's like the must-have option if you want to play Fractals a little bit like effectively. So for anyone that wants to go into Fractals, it's a very, very good purchase. And like I said, even for veterans, in my opinion, that already have that item, it's a really good purchase because it's only 1000 Asura Claim for getting like, I don't know, an insane amount of stats and value for the long run. It's really, really good. Yeah, always appreciate it. One more pull. Don't worry. I hardly play PvE, but I guess it's still worth it if I would want to do it more in the future. Yeah, exactly. It's definitely something if you would really bite yourself. If you would like not purchase it now and then you in like half a year you start playing Fractals because the new like Fractal rework or whatever we'll get with the core feature rework is like exactly for you and you now love Fractals and you don't have it, you would really be sad because farming that takes months for most players and to the regular way, yeah. And farming that now is like 1-2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks of Wizards coins, probably for most people 1 week, for like casual players 2 weeks, and for someone that rarely logs in, it's like probably like 3 weeks, but still, it's definitely worthwhile for everyone. So I'm in not the commander squad. Oh no. That's not good. That's not good. So this boss requires a little bit more stability than the other one, and I'm obviously not the best stability provider. But what can you do? What can you do? I farmed like forever for the Fractal pot. Yeah, exactly. For a veteran that already farmed it, that obviously feels a little bit bad. But don't forget, you already got value out of it. Yeah. So for you already got value. And don't forget, the new one is a different kind of rarity. So you can just exchange it for more infusions. So you will get the aura that you can apply to your weapons. So if you want to get a specific color of aura for your weapons, so if you want to get the new infusion effect via the legendary gloves, and you want not the purple glow, but you want the yellow glow, it costs some investment in this quick play Fractal stuff and some gold. And you can skip that, all the grind, by just going for selling your exotic Omni Potion that you can get from the Wizard's World. So even for a veteran, that is actually worth purchasing because he will skip some grind for all the infusions that you want to get. So that's definitely worthwhile considering as well. What easy healers can you recommend for Fractals as a new player? For example, does Necromancer have easy builds? Yes. For Necromancer, I would say the easiest healer build is Scourge. It's really easy to play. Heal Scourge is really easy because you just spam your Shroud skills and that should be probably enough to keep your party alive. But yeah, Heal Scourge is probably the best option there. And it's really good in Fractals. If you don't go for Fractal CMs, and nowadays with the staff rework, it's a really easy build to start out because you have Condy Cleanses, you have Barrier, you have almost everything in the kit that you might want as a healer. So you might not have like insane stability uptime like Chronomancer or Firebrand, but for most like start out Fractals, that's not a problem. It's not mattering. So definitely a good pick, I would say. Heal Scourge, the way to go, yeah. The Fractal Pot, let's showcase it here. I don't have it on this account. So the Fractal Pot gives you 5 stacks of like stacking damage buffs, stacking damage reduction buffs, stacking mobility buffs. So more endurance regen, more movement speed while being in Fractals, which is obviously really good if you want to farm Fractals every single day. You want to get them done more fast, like more efficiently, get them done faster, be less like likely to die because you have more defensive stuff. So this is like one of the best things to actually get in Fractals if you want to play Fractals regularly. That's why this is so good for a new player to actually be able to get it directly on day one. Normally you would get it 100 days after farming Fractals. So that's crazy. That's really crazy. Really good one. I get so many mastery points. It's crazy. Just from doing some events that I like do on my main account every day. Almost. Is there a Brain Dead Quickness DPS that I can play for the event? Yes, I would say Quickness Herald is probably the way to go. Yeah, Quickness Herald is like completely, you just press 4 buttons and activate your facets and then you never look at the party ever again. That's how it works. And just spam your auto tag. Really, really good build to play something like that. If I already have the potion, what can I do with it? So I can show that, hopefully, maybe later at some point. You get a specific vendor, and there at this vendor, if you purchase it, you can turn your nearly gotten legendary gloves, have different kind of effects that they will give to your weapon. Yeah, so they can give you a purple glow for your weapons. They can give you a yellow glow. They can give you a green glow, a blue glow, like a lot of different colors. Yeah, so it's like dyeable weapons. But that means that you have to farm the quick play feature, get some more gold invested and that kind of stuff to unlock this. If you trade the Omni Potion, you will get, I think, 1, maybe even 2 colors for free unlocked. Yeah, so you can spend some Astral Acclaim to get this unlock for the different aura effects for your weapons, so to say way faster than any other player would that normally would farm the event. So in the long run for a veteran, it's just like a head start. For the new player, it's like an amazing item that you should get if you want to ever engage in 5-person instance content. How often can we use this potion? It's infinite. It's an infinite potion. That's why it's so good. You always have that one. You will never lose it. It's just always there. Always good. Always there. Yeah, it's really good. This event is amazing. It's so good what it also provides. It's insane. I think we are done after this, are we not? I think so. The Omni Potion is worth 12.5% of Fractal Gold and saved relics. It's the single best reward you can get. That's insane. 12.5% in Fractal. You know, Fractal Gold takes like nowadays like almost a year to farm with all the CMs and stuff. And you get 12.5% of that. That saves you like weeks of farming. It's really good item to get. It's crazy. And you want to have that for farming in Fractals anyway. So just so good. It's really, really good. Let me hydrate for a second. So, nice. We did this as well. Thanks, Iln, by the way. Thanks a lot for the Prime. Really appreciate it. Thanks for your support. Okay, we are done with this, I think. So oh my god, we got so much stuff, so much gold. Prismatic ingot, how much is that? It's also some value. More value. More gold. Let's sell everything. Very good. And we got even more Mystic Clovers. Who would have thought, you know? Let's like have 35 Mystic Clovers in one day. Like, what? How much is that? 35 times like it's around 7 gold worth? That's like 200 gold, like just today from the Mystic Clovers. It's crazy. And I have a Berserker Focus. You know what? That's perfect. You know what? It's really good. That today was insane. Like, that is insane how much stuff I got. That's just insane. Absolutely insane. Crazy. Yeah, that's true. Shared inventory is really important for this one. If you want to play multiple characters, the Omni Potion is really good in the shared inventory. Yeah, it would be nice to get the relics back, but they, of course, don't forget, they want to get new players in content and don't want to have some kind of like, that the new players say, I will never get into this content because it's so like time gated, you know, I would have to play 3 years to get to this point, yeah? So, in my opinion, it's a good way of them having something for new players to engage with this stuff. I really think so. Don't need that one. Don't need that one. But of course, I can understand the pain there. Yeah. Okay, let's go back into Lion's Arch and get some more fractals going. Maybe some Lonely Tower now. Let's see. I've been watching your YouTube videos for help, and they really do help, thank you. But as a new player, I made a big mistake. I used all my character boosts, and now I'm stuck with 5 level 80 characters. What should I do? So, if you don't like them, or if you don't like the classes that you picked, you can either delete one. I would not recommend it, but you could do that. You can create new characters, especially now, because there is currently a sale in the gem store for character slots, I think. Yes, character slots are 20% off. So just purchase more characters and you can actually get different classes as well. And other than that, I don't know exactly what your problem is. Maybe if you don't like the look of them or the race or the gender rather, you can use a, how is it called? Identity repair pack. How is it called? There is some gem store item where you can change your look if you want to do that, but that can also be like considered. Hope something of those answers helped you. Time to become a fractal god? Exactly. Can I play Fractals with Celestial Gear on Ranger with any elite spec? You can play Celestial Druid, and you can play... I guess you could also play Celestial Untamed, but I would say Celestial Druid is probably the way to go. It's a very good choice there. Yeah, Makeover. I think it's called Identity. Makeover Kit is... Yeah, I think it's Makeover Kit. Yeah, very good point. I think it's called Makeover Kit. I think it was in the promotion section. Makeover. There we go. Total Makeover Kit. You can change your height and everything, even the gender. Not the race though. So this is something that you could also get. But like I said, character slots is probably the best choice, because with the character slots that are currently on sale, 20% off, you actually get another character slot, can create a new class, and can make it look like you want to have it look. Yeah. All 5 of those characters can be 3 elite specs now, and the 4th next month. That's a lot of room to play. Exactly. Just found out the 2 new legendaries. The news, 2 new legendaries. Yeah, it's crazy. Let's quickly catch and get the arc DPS. Give me a second to set arc DPS up, and then we can continue playing here. Let's set it up. And because of course, you know, playing Fractals without arc DPS, you know, that's like, ooh, who does that? That's very, very sad. So. And there we go. Let me restart the game. And it should work again. Hopefully. I don't want to have any crashes now, so let's hope it works. Let's hope it works. Okay. Yeah, I guess for me, I don't know, it just had another crash, so I will just leave it for now and look at it later. Playing without arc DPS is better than not playing at all. What kind of dailies do I want to get done? There are so many cute. That's fun. I think they are the quick play feature popping up. What is 17? I want to get something done. What do I want to get done? Lonely Tower would be really good, to be honest. What? I don't know where they are. Tier 1. Interesting. Let's look at Tier 1. Uncategorized. Okay, let's do Tier 1. Doesn't matter. Any fractal is good for me. Of course, quick play would be better, but whatever. So, 31 gold. Very good, very good. We're getting there. Exactly. Identity repair doesn't change race. So if you don't like the race of a character, that's obviously not good. But like I said, character slot expansion is always the superior choice though. Always the superior choice. Still on the 0 to hero grind or taking a break? No, this is actually also on the 0 to hero account. It's a very good update for the 0 to hero account. So it makes sense to continue farming here. You know, I want to get the most stuff out of this event. You know, you get so much gold. I got like, I don't know, a lot of gold already, and it will just increase, and I will anyway do the fractal farm. So it just makes sense. It just makes sense to farm this event over and over. Of course, I will do it on my main account as well. But this is not a rush, you know, the main account, it's not too bad. But for this account, it's actually very, very helpful, especially farming also the Omni Potion for more fractal adventures in the future. So very, very important thing. Yeah, you can, I mean, I'm actually reached level 80 just a few days ago. So you can play that on as soon as you get level 80. So I got level 80 on this account and unlocked Mirage. And now I'm going into endgame content. So today is the first day of doing real endgame content, so to say. Yeah, it's really good. Come back to the game. It's one of the best times to actually play right now, because you have so much like happening, so many return to events and like help to new players. Welcome, Arthur. Welcome. So it's just a very, very good time to come back into the game. It's amazing. And it's also really fun. A lot of hype around the new expansion, and a lot of players actually really want to play right now, even if you're a veteran. It's just a lot of stuff happening. It's really good. Welcome, everybody. Yeah, I mean, it was like, I'm slowly getting there. I'm master level 2 already. Like, I'm slowly getting there. I need more experience, of course. That's the main part that keeps me here a bit. More experience for getting more fractal mastery. That's the first one that I'm going for, actually, because of this event. Normally, I would go for auto loot, but because of this event, I really want to get the fractal mastery, because then I will get more fractal loot, which obviously makes sense. Farming fractals over and over with the highest loot level gives you overall way more like rewards. Do I have a sword? No. Okay, too bad. If I would have a sword, I could go for the skip, but I don't have the sword, so I can't do the skip anyway. That's fine. And let's farm a bit. I guess maybe we are lucky and get some blood here, because harpies are quite likely to give us some powerful blood. So tier 6 blood. Decent amount of rewards that you can get with this, like killing those harpies. It's only tier 5 blood. Maybe the next one gives some kind of like tier 6 blood. Would be good. One more gold. That's what we're in for. Yeah, I mean, that's perfect. If you have someone to live the journey with, that's amazing. Like, Guild Wars 2 is like, I would say you can easily play it solo. I made a whole video about this topic and said, yeah, it's a really good solo game, but it's even better if you play it with a friend, and even better, I guess, with your girlfriend. So good choice, and welcome back then. If you have any questions, just let us know here in chat, maybe in my Discord server as well, or under my YouTube videos. I'm always happy to help. I think we don't need stability for this one. Wanted to try heal Spectre and Fractals since I never played Fractals, but everything dies instantly. Yeah, this is the part that I mentioned earlier in the stream here. I would say those tier 1 Fractals are really, really good place to start the game, or the Fractal content. But if you want to play and test a healer, if it works, I think it's not the correct place. Why is that? Because it's like, if it works, you know, you can learn the class, get some more safety, yes. But if you are really able to heal, I'm not sure if you will notice that there, because there is almost no damage pressure. And it dies so fast that even if there is damage pressure, you probably kill the enemy before it kills you. So I would say, sure, try it and get some rotations down and have some fun there. But it's definitely not something that I would say, perfect place. It's probably better to start any class like a quick DPS or full DPS and try it there, because the healer is maybe a little bit overkill for most fractals. But it can still help you get more safety, you know, getting more understanding, getting more secure in playing this. So it might also work well in the end. Always happy to help, Whoop. Still can't choose what to play with my warrior. I think warrior it depends what you want to play, what kind of content you want to play. I personally would say one of the best parts about warrior is that it can be very aggressive all the time. You can play heal Berserker. Other than that, I would say all of them are quite offensive. And choose a specific spec. If you like Spellbreaker, go for Spellbreaker. If you like Berserker, go for it. And they have actually decent amount of flexibility. It's not the most flexible class, but you can play whatever you want. If you like Warrior, stick with it, and it's actually, I would say, a decent pick. Could you explain how to find a fractal incursion in the open world? So at every single hour, so whenever exactly 1 hour, so in 1 minute, there will be a fractal incursion happening. And they happen at 4 different places. I can showcase this, I guess, at some point. Maybe, can I open the map from here? Maybe, let's check. No. But if I could open the world map, it's in Kessex Hills, it's in Snowden Drift, in Brisbane Wildlands, and what's the last one? The Essa Plateau. Those 4 maps, one of those, there spawns the mob. And to find out which one, it doesn't matter. You will go to any of those, And because of that, there is a portal. There will be a portal to the map that the actual boss is. Yeah. So you can go to any of those and you will get to teleported to the boss. It happens right now and in 1 hour and in 2 hours. So always at 00 hour. I hope that helps, but I can tell you more about that when I do it myself here. But right now I'm farming some fractals. What's the point of the new legendary gloves? I mean, it's a legendary, you know, but that's the whole idea. Getting a free legendary is obviously really good. So if you don't have legendary gloves yet, that's a really good place to start. Getting a free legendary armor piece, it's really good. It also looks quite cool. And in my opinion, it's very unique because you can get dyeable weapons, so to say, with having this equipped, which is obviously something that we not have in Guild Wars 2 at all. So I think every single veteran will farm like crazy to get those skins, because Guild Wars 2 is after all some kind of fashion simulator, and having dyeable weapons is obviously something that we all wanted, and the new gloves let you select which kind of color you want to dye your weapons with an aura with. So really, really good there. My girlfriend will play Warrior and I duel with her. Ah, what's during with her? Okay. Probably. I'm always like to recommend some kind of either Elementalist or Mesmer, because they are very, very flexible in what they can do. They can provide some healing, they can play some full DPS and stuff. So I think one of those classes may be good. But I would always recommend whatever you choose, you should like the design of the class fantasy and stuff. That's way more important than following some kind of meta advice, because you can easily switch your class whenever you reach level 80 after that as well. Just pick the class that you actually enjoy, the look of, the gameplay of. All of them are very good and all of them can fill some niches, especially if you're solo. I would say maybe not double up on Warrior. I think that's the only advice that I can give you, because that means that you might make some kind of like content a little bit harder because you both have exactly the same spec. But if you both like to level with the same attacks and stuff, yeah, I guess that's also fine. I would say stick, especially in leveling. I did it with my 0 to hero account, of course, here as well. Just try out some stuff during leveling, try the classes, find something that you like, and that's about it. Don't worry too much about what's the meta and what should be played. Doesn't matter. It really does not. Everything in Guild Wars 2 is viable. Every class, every single elite spec has a really good build. So just find something that looks good for you. That's my best tip. What Mirage build do you play currently? It's Celestial Mirage with like focus on healing. That's like my Celestial Heal Mirage. I have a guide on my YouTube channel about that. It's about healing allies while also dealing damage. It's a full Celestial build and very easy to play and very strong in my opinion. Perfect for easy fractals. And the interesting part is I have no other gear than Celestial, so it makes sense for me to play this right now. And after that I will swap to some Berserker pieces for Chronomancer. Yes. I have to teach you on how to dress up as a Char. You're very good at dressing up humans, but not Char. That might be true. I'm generally not really into fashion wars. Like I have like a lot of skins unlocked on my main account, probably more than most in Guild Wars 2. And I never change my character's looks, so I'm always up for any fashion advice. So if you have any good ideas to dress my characters, especially ones that I play a lot, always happy to hear that advice. Yeah, Mesmer is really good. Mesmer is currently one of the best specs to play. It's very, very flexible, really, really strong, and will get probably even better with the next expansion. Yeah. Also, the weapons just glow a bit on the top. Stop saying dyeable weapons. I mean, I think it's the closest that you will get to dyeable weapons in Guild Wars 2. I think this is like infusions, and they not only... there is a glow around the whole weapon. If you see it in game, it looks like it's very flashy. It's definitely glowing the whole weapon. It's not only the tip. The tip is just the brightest. So I would say it's quite close to dyeable weapons. But of course, you're right. It's not like absolutely dyeable. You can't select every single one of those dyes that you might have. Yes, it's true. It's an aura effect. That's it. Nice. First character as a Char. Yes, there are good Char fashions nowadays. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I would say it's probably, I should call it a dyeable aura. That's probably the closest what it is, without having like anyone being like weirdly offended or something like that. But okay, it's definitely not something to scoff at. It's definitely better than having no dyeable weapon whatsoever, I would say. Okay. We're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. Another charged lodestone. That's actually also quite nice money here. Very good. And another exotic. What are they actually doing? Wait. What are we doing now? I'm not completely sure. Why are we doing tier 1 fractal farm? We have to do Lonely Tower. I'm not sure if we want to do Lonely Tower now. I believe, I think this is not what I want. I want to do some quick play. And maybe there is this event, probably not happen anymore. Let's do some quick play. We need some quick play. There we go. As someone who only recently came back to the game after just playing during launch, thank you for the work you do making this community great. I mean, that's happy. I'm very happy to hear that, and that's my goal. You know, I want to get more new players in the game while also helping new, like old veteran players to also stick with the game. So it's a little bit sad that people all the time leave and we have to put our group there. God, and now I have to do it again. Maybe it's not even worth it, to be honest, because until I put it in, I will probably not even... We are already like halfway through. It's sad that people leave just because they saw a specific fractal listed there and then they will not get there. That's a little bit annoying. I think that should get some kind of punishment. That should be the case. Yeah. Okay, now we have someone. That's good. Very good. But still, I think there should be some kind of punishment, like some kind of like that you get less loot or you don't get any progress for the next quick play you do just because you left. I think that's something they should do, because you don't want to have people always leaving if it's like a slow one. That's not what you want. But I think some of them are obviously faster than others. But you will get also more rewards from them in the end. So I think it's not too bad. How many do I actually need? I already like probably quite far in the progress here. I'm done with the weekly almost. That's good. Get like 20. I think I'm always like 20% in. Not bad, not bad. Like on day 1 from like 4 weeks, already 20% to the gloss. I mean, that's good. That's good progress, I would say. Again, you can do the skip here. Just teleporting through the roofs here. And that makes it very, very easy. And then I can go there and activate the chains, and that's it. So if you have multiple teleports, very easy to do as a Mesmer. So fractals, good gold farm. And I slowly increase my pristine stuff as well. Yeah, I'm actually getting somewhere. Want to sell this, I guess. And other than that, I don't have that much gold, sadly. That's fine. Not that much to sell. That's good. Yeah, this today was like, I got like a lot of Mystic Clovers from achievements, like 35 or even more than that. Like insane. Half of my Mystic Clovers already covered just from achievements for the Legendary. That's crazy. And then I got like a very lucky drop in one of the strike missions. That's obviously also very crazy. 20 gold drop. So today was a very good progress day for just gold. Just finished Shushadu with the Mystic Coins from the vault. Pretty cool thing I just found out. If you wear it with Borax backpack, the shield gets even bigger on your back. Ooh, cool. Yeah, I think that's like, I think I have on my main account like 5 legendary weapons or like 5 legendary skins in general that I have not unlocked. One of them is Shushadu. So I will definitely get it at some point, because my goal is of course to get all the skins in Guild Wars. So yeah, Shushadu is definitely one of them. Definitely one of them. But I don't have any incentives of going for any weapons or anything right now. I'm saving some gold on my main account. because with the expansion there will be six new legendaries coming. And of course I want to get all the legendaries that I can get from the expansion as fast as possible, so I'm saving some money on my main account. But on this account here, I'm obviously going for legendary weapon. And now with the universal legendary starter kit, I can actually choose any of them. So not already like locked into Sunrise anymore. I can change. That's really cool. Really, really cool. Do you have the Gen 2 focus that turns your hand into a demon hand? Yeah, that is a really cool one. And the weird part is on my main account, I did not focus too much on how they look. Like, I really don't care. On my main account, I just focused on stuff that I might actually use. Yeah, that sounds a little bit weird, but look, for example, I have 3 spears, 3 legendary spears, because you could, in some instances, you could run spear on land, and then you could run spear underwater as well. So you needed 3 legendaries for that. And I also crafted, for example, 4 legendary swords. Yeah, I think 4. Yeah, because you could run sword in one hand, and then in the other weapon set, you could run sword again. So that's why I went for a lot of legendaries like that. Having 3 sets of shield or 3 sets of foci is not that smart because you will never use them. There is no way of equipping focus and having a 3rd focus needed. So that's why I always went for stuff that is somewhat reasonable to go for first, even if I like the skin not that much. And that's why I have a lot of the offhand is actually the missing ones. So there's that, I guess, but definitely on my to-do list. Definitely on my to-do list. And it looks really good for sure. The focus, yeah, way better in my opinion than the minstrel. Way better, but also a little bit more edgy. So if you are some kind of edgelord, this is way more fitting than the minstrel. Of course, makes also sense. Did someone teleport up already? Yeah, they already teleported up. That's crazy. Very good. Yeah, the progress is good. Very good. Double focus, that would be so good. Like, you know, just to force me to have more, like have 4 foci instead of 2. That would be such a good meme. I'm still missing 1 spear if I'm like following my own rules, because I don't have like underwater spear if I really wanted to play that. But yeah, focus is currently not on my like very high to-do list, because it's like there will be no reason to have these foci. But definitely, I can definitely see the argument there why it makes sense to have that, you know, just so that in the future, you know, there might be a reason to have that, you know, whenever the focus main hand will come, then it is worth it. Yeah. That is true. So, I think it's you should get the skins that you like. It doesn't matter what kind of skin it is, and if people say this is like a weird skin or whatever, if you like a skin, go for it. I think Guild Wars 2 has so many amazing skins, and there are so many people that have really cool outfits. Doesn't matter what kind of outfit you have, just choose the one that is very fun and looks nice. And if the weapon is considered weird or whatever, don't care. Choose the one that you like. That was a fast one, that's good. There we go. Also have to remember. I have to remember to get the chest. Always get the chest. Pressing F like crazy. Like always pressing F. That's the main thing here. And there we go. I'm currently waiting for Annette to reveal the skin for the new legendary ring. If it looks good, I will skip Coalescence. Yeah, I think that would be, in my opinion, a smart way of like giving us one of those legendary skins, how they look, at least the ones that we get with the release. They should slowly give us more information about the expansion. I think now is the event. I think this week is covered, but next week or something, slowly give us more information. Like how does the new legendary look? How does the new raid ring slight teaser there? Maybe some information about like the new balance of the elite specs or something. That would be really good. I think stuff like that would be amazing. But we will see if they actually do that, or if they have something like, if they have something else in mind, or nothing else in mind. We don't know. But I think teasing the looks of the new legendaries is definitely something really cool. Okay, is there somewhere a vendor, a normal vendor? I guess there in the back is some normal vendor. because I need some salvage kits. And it, God, this guy doesn't have salvage kits. Just me. I'm only reaching 11k with Power Chrono and dying to the weak golem field, which I was not good at the game. So Power Chrono is like, if you're playing like not a solo build, but a group content build, you should die to the weak golem field. Why is that? Because the weak golem field will kill you because you have no healer. You know, that's the thing. But if you play a solo build and you die to it, then that's not good. But I would say Power Chrono 11k DPS is quite low, but you should just follow my rotation guide on my YouTube channel and get the correct gear, and they should actually be fine. But I can understand that the beginning can be quite painful. You have to slowly learn how it works. It's not something that you can get very fast and very easily, but at some point you will slowly improve. Patience is key. That's really the main thing here. Patience is key. Okay, so what do we do? I guess we go for more frackling. Hope that helps, but like I said, the thing is, I can't tell you what the problem is without like knowing exactly how your rotation looks and stuff. But most of the time it's more about slowly following the rules of the rotation, slowly improving, getting more muscle memory, getting the rotation perfectly down while having no downtime, not interrupting your own attacks. Stuff like that is really important. Welcome Alka, welcome. Having a blast on my new account with this quick play feature. And what can I tell you? You know, this account has already more luck than my main account. I don't know. Oh my god, we have an ArenaNet employee. Nice, developer with us. Very good. Let's show us how it works. Very good. I will not let you down, my friend. Playing with my Celestial booster gear, some Celestial Mirage here for I don't know what reason. It's the only build that I have accessible. I need something that I can play that provides boons and is not too bad with the DPS. I guess there's that. Is there some... no. I mean, it's a good build, but maybe not for those low-level fractals. There are actually 2 employees here. Oh, no. Okay. Looked like there were 2. It was just a clone, I think. It's cool that the clones also have this icon. It's really funny. Imagine you would have to carry the ArenaNet employee. No, they are, most of them that actually play the game, they are actually quite decent at it. I know there was like a developer actually doing some raid progression and some really hard content as well. Like I think Awesomeness, for example, one of the developers was going for the purple title at Zeros. So they actually know what they are doing. They actually know what they are doing. Can skip those. Let's check if any employee can play the game. Yeah, exactly. Good gear, somewhat correct rotation, skill priority, correct build, right settings on the golem area. Yeah, exactly. There are so many things that you could screw up to not have the perfect damage number, but it's really about patience and like setting up the golem correctly, like having all the boons, having all the, what's it called? All the conditions on the foe, and of course trying to follow the rotation without making too many mistakes. And like 80% in my opinion is not too bad to reach. Getting from 80 to 100% of the benchmark, that's a different number. That's definitely way more challenging to do in my opinion. But having 11k DPS with the correct gear, that is quite low, to be honest, for a Power Chronomancer. So there's probably some setup mistake. Do I sell the fractal encryptions? So you can sell the fractal encryptions. I would say it depends a bit. If you have enough keys to open them, it's more lucrative to open them. But if you can like not open them because you don't have all the keys, then I think in the long run, it's definitely more worthwhile to probably like save them. And if you get the keys, probably open them. If you can't get the keys ever, then sell them. But maybe wait a bit, because a lot of people right now get a lot of fractal encryptions, because obviously everyone is doing this event. There are a lot of fractal encryptions, so maybe they will go back up in price at some point. maybe not. We don't know. In any case, I think if you have the keys, open it. That's the easy answer to this question. Yeah, so the trophies is always like the fractal encryption keys, and the boxes here give you only like trash items that you then can sell, and those trash items are actually very high in value, and therefore that's the main amount of gold that you get from fractals. So very important that you do that consistently, and therefore the fractal encryption keys and boxes are very, very high value because they give you liquid gold, so no materials that you have to sell to the TP again. Liquid gold is very, very rare in Guild Wars 2 to get a lot of it, and fractals is one of the places. Fractals is one of the places. Very nice, we did it. Very good. Don't forget the chest, always have to remind myself. Oh my god, so many achievements. There we go. So if you click on this, you stay in the party. If you click on this, you leave the party, but you still return to Lion's Arch. So it's the same thing, but this one is just leaving the party. Yes. A lot of times you get currency, you get a lot of other stuff, and because of that, oftentimes it's a little bit harder for a new player to understand how it works, that you slowly get into like the mindset of materials that you can sell is also money. But if you want direct money without interacting with the trading post ever, fractals and like Alka mentioned, bubbles farming directly, or maybe PvP, maybe. Some people think that's also good, but I think like you have to win monthly ATs to actually get very high liquid gold. So I would say probably fractals and bubble farm is the only way to get a lot of gold. Liquid gold. Material farms, currency and stuff, you can get way more gold than doing that. What's that beautiful flower ability on the Mesmer? Beautiful flower ability on the Mesmer. That's a very good. It's probably the. You mean the Spear 2? It's from. I know that it's Mind the Gap. I think that's what you mean. Mind the Gap. Can I showcase this? Yes, I think I can. Yeah, it's a Spear 2 skill. It's Mind the Gap. It looks very cool. It has some AOE effect, pinkish flower effect. Yeah, it's Mind the Gap. I'm 5/6 for my legendary armor set and gloves in the last set. I think I'm pretty lucky. That's crazy. If you're missing like only the gloves, that's very lucky. But I mean, congrats then. The gloves, it's a grind, but you will get there, and it's a really cool looking skin, or possibility at least for cool looking skins. So good job there. Good job. Do you think the legendary relic will get cheaper now that pile of loosened dust on the Wizard's World? Maybe a bit in the short term. So if you want to get some loosened dust, maybe purchase it now. If like maybe in the next week or something, it will go down in price. But to be honest, in the long run, I think that will not save it. That's like not nearly enough dust to provide it. It's really not. If you think about how much unidentified gear drops, which is normally like the main like source of loosened dusts, it's like in the millions. Yeah, how much unidentified gear drops every single day. So those Wizard's Vault things will not influence the market too much. Yes, they give you a big chunk, but it's not nearly close to the ones that you actually need for all of the stuff. So I would say it is a very small change to what actually is necessary. But it's a step in the right direction in that regard. Yes. We had 2 versions of the map. We reached 50 plus gold per hour. 1/3 of that income is from shiny bubbles, 1/3 from spirit shards. Yeah, you can get really, really high with those bubble farms. I would say it depends highly on the setup, you know? That's always like a lot of those farms. If you just do it without knowing what you're actually doing, the number is really low. But as soon as you optimize it very well, you can get very high number. And because of the cool part about those like liquid gold farms, like the shiny bubbles and stuff, you don't like influence the market at all. Like, or not true, but you will influence the market only indirectly because you, so to say, cause inflation. But yeah, that's probably not the issue there. But in either way, it's definitely a really cool idea of farming. I think that doesn't exist that much in Guild Wars, so it's really nice to have some optimized farms there. Yeah, it's very viable. It's like the main go-to weapon on Mesmer. It's like it's every power Mesmer build, doesn't matter which elite spec, uses Spear. It's really, really good. Spear is like absolutely broken on Mesmer in all game modes actually. So good choice if you like that one. I was just randomly picking out which legendary armor pieces I craft and only gloves are left. I mean, good job on you. Yeah, apparently you knew it. Maybe you should be my financial advisor. No, I can't get more. I'm not sure what to do right now. I already have 4 pieces of the obsidian armor, everything except the gloves and boots. What do you think? Should I craft both remaining pieces or just craft the boots and get the gloves from the new event? I would say if you're on a budget, I would say definitely go for the boots and save the gloves, because the gloves are also quite cool from this event. But if you want to get the full set and want to have the fashion, so to say, going, sure, then you go for the thing as well. But I would say better save it, because the gloves are free. You know, why would you waste it? At least in my opinion. Yeah, the fractal event will cause some inflation, that much is for sure. But I think there are a lot of ways to counteract inflation, and ArenaNet has done a very, very good job in the last decade to keep the economy of Guild Wars 2 stable, like not making gold like crazy different value than before. So I think in the long run, I think that will probably be not that much of an issue. But I agree, it definitely causes a bit of volatility in the market. So Spear and Greatsword are on Mesmer are very, very close, and like most builds, Spear pulls off ahead in real situations. On the benchmark, yes, Greatsword can be better, but that's obviously not what you should compare. Yeah, I would say Spear is the way to go for like almost every single Mesmer build. Greatsword is a very valid alternative, so if you don't have Chancellor Wilds, it's a very valid alternative, but it's not the go-to option if you have all the expansions. When I play, Spear didn't exist yet. Yeah, I mean now it exists, and so you will have even more fun with your Chronomancer then. They have less inflation than many real-world countries. Yeah, I mean, which is sadly not that challenging, to be honest. If I'm completely honest here, I think a lot of the real-world countries have a lot of problems with inflation, and in Guild Wars 2 they actually have a very real incentive to keep it not inflated. Why is that? Because you have always the currency exchange. So if the gold value is insanely going up, that is not necessarily what they want. They want to have a stable economy, and the gem prices also should be somewhat similar. Otherwise, people might not buy gems anymore, or people say Guild Wars 2 is pay to win because it's the only way to get gold is by purchasing it with gems. So whatever it is, they don't want to have it too much from the current status quo. So they did a good job on that. That's the whole thing that they are going for, and they did a quite good job with that. And I think that will continue with the next expansion, with any expansion, to be honest, or with this event. I really think so. So, how can I open it? Oh, yeah. Got a lot of gold. So sad I can't, my masteries are still too low to actually interact with this stuff. I'm still pressing F all the time. I'm not getting anything. Okay. I can get this though. Very good. Get some more experience from this one. Yeah, if you are in the chat and a new player or a veteran and have any question, don't be shy, don't hesitate to ask. I'm always happy to answer and help you out there. Okay, let's not fall down. I will quickly try to be patient and read the chat later, not during this boss, because this boss is a little bit annoying if you read chat meanwhile. Okay, now we're in the ads phase. Now I can read. To be fair, they can just make something like thermocollatic reagents, and that takes out gold. Yeah, there are so many gold things in the game, and I think, as far as I know, I have not looked at the vendor yet because I don't have the gloves yet, but there is this vendor that can give you the different infusion effects or the different aura effects for your weapon, and this is a gold thing as well. For example, if you want to go for a different weight of the legendary gloves, they have a gold thing in there where you just have to spend materials and they will just, or gold, and they will just drain it out of the economy. And the same goes for those lenses that you get there. they also just drain a lot of gold because they cost ectos and raw gold, I think, as well. So it's just a gold thing again, and people will engage with that. So if you balance it correctly, then there is like almost the same result. That the gold is increased what you get, but also the amount of gold that you spend is also increased. So in the long run, it is balancing itself out, I would say. They can make that you can change your hairstyle for gold. That would be so good. Like, to be honest, they should do that. They already have the technology with the permanent hairstylist contract. I think they should make some kind of hairstylist. You know, you can go to in like Lion's Arch or Divinity's Reach or something. You can talk to an NPC and change your hair contract. Like the role playing is there. Yeah, you can change the hairstyle for a few gold, like liquid gold. That would be so good. I would like that. That's crazy. That's a good idea. Really good idea. I like it. I mean, you already have the gem store item, but that's obviously a little bit annoying to get to a new player. You know, for the role play, it would be so cool. You know, going to a vendor or something like that, like talking to a vendor, saying, okay, I want to have this hairstyle. And depending on what kind of hairstyle it is, you know, the real world role play there, it costs a specific amount of gold. Like people would go crazy for that. Like if there are exclusive hairstyle in theirs, people would go crazy. That would be an easy gold thing for people because they would change that stuff all the time. It would be really fun. Do you know if getting the heavy legendary gloves also unlocks the skin for medium armor? No. So I know, but it doesn't. So it will, you have to purchase all 3 of those. So the first one is free, and if you go for heavy first, it will give you the heaviest one. But if you want to get the light and the medium one as well, you need to go to a vendor and purchase it for another round of gold and investment. Yes, so they really want to have a long-term investment for your build. It's just the first armor set that is free. Instead of selling me a head item that steals my hair from me. Yeah, that is true. That is true. They already have quite a lot of like gem store items that also are skins to some extent. That is true. Yeah, it would be cool if I have no clue about how to program a game, but I could give them some cool advice, at least in my opinion, cool advice. How to implement new stuff that actually would be interesting to the player base. I mean, sometimes they hire some people that are actually players before, and I think the whole balancing dev team is consisting of previously playing players and no like background in crazy game development, as far as I know at least. So that's really cool that they actually listen to people in the community and some of them get hired. Yeah. Okay. We're getting somewhere. How far am I? I think I'm like very far in the thing already. Like 97, that's not bad. Already 20% almost done of the whole gloves thing on this account here. It's obviously it takes a while if you don't have the achievements for the weekly and the daily stuff, and those also give you progress. Yeah, those also give you progress. I need the molten boss one. I don't have the molten boss one. It's crazy. Okay. Very good. We are getting somewhere. But like I said, if you have any questions, any feedback, any comments, let me know. I'm always happy to debate some stuff or give you some answers to pressing and urgent matters that you might have. I actually don't know how many fractals I did today. I think I in the last year or so, I never did that many fractals in a single day. It's actually quite fun, to be honest. Going like farming fractals, like that's quite a bit, yeah. Quite a bit of nostalgia as well, you know. Fractal farms, you know, that was back in the old day. That was like the only real thing that you could do for a lot of gold farms. Nowadays, it's not the only thing anymore, but still a very good one. Don't get me wrong. But back in the old day, when fractals first came out, it was like the only real thing that you could farm other than dungeons. Come on, pull him down here. I don't want to fight on the stairs. Fractals are my favorite PvE content. Yeah, I think if I would have to choose one content that I would only play forever, I think Fractals would be it, because they are so fun to do, so fast-paced, while also giving good rewards and just a very cool design. And I like challenge modes as well, so I'm definitely with you there. But I know there are a lot of people in the Guild Wars 2 community mostly play open world, and I think this event helps a lot to actually help the players to get into Fractals. So there's that. I think this is hopefully a really, really good way of making new players excited about trying this new Fractal event incursion stuff. Yeah, World vs. World is, in my opinion, a game mode. Let's open this other box here. World vs. World is a really cool game mode because it's like an open world PvP game mode where for most players it's somewhat casual. Yeah, it's not like you have to go try hard as you probably want to go in PvP if you want to win. In World vs. World, you can just follow the commander with an easy build and capture some camps, some castles, fight some enemies, stuff like that. But to be honest, I think World vs. World, the main thing that World vs. World needs to make it a little bit better than it already is, or way better, is making the combat important. Like, you should not just like fight for the fun of it, but you should also fight to actually have a reason to win, because that's like currently missing. If that exists in World vs. World, World vs. World gets back to being a game mode where people like, oh my god, this game is so good because of this game mode. Because right now, like, a lot of players engage with World vs. World and say, no, it's not that good, the alliance system doesn't work that well for me. And in my opinion, they would easily have a very, very easy fix by just making it so that you actually have players playing for winning the matchup to make it a little bit more competitive. Don't have to engage with that, but you could. So I think that's would be a really cool way to do it. I would say you would really want to do all the dailies. Yes, the dailies, the normal ones, and the dailies for the event. I would say so, yeah. Yeah, exactly, win condition, exactly. A win condition for World vs. World. It doesn't have to be like crazy, but like ending up as the server that is in the highest state, like in the first place, should give you at the end of the week some kind of unique reward, maybe some kind of more gold or whatever. Something that is interesting to a casual player as well as an elite player, like some kind of like tryhard player. That would be amazing. That would be a way to make it more interesting. For sure. Maybe I should do this. I really want to do this. But should I do this? I don't have any agony on my... I don't have any... I have not a single piece of agony. Can I do level 25 then? Without grieving my party? Maybe not, because it needs some agony. Maybe I can still do it, because it's not that high. Molten. Oh, I wanted to do the Molten. Sad. Because that's the only one that I'm missing. There are dailies for the event, so... No, let's try it. So the event works like there are dailies. No, there are weeklies, I think. There are weeklies for the event. And other than that, you have a lot of other achievements that you can get. But I think there is no daily. I think there are weeklies. That's how it is. Did someone... I think someone entered the quick play. That's fun. Now we're in the quick play thing. Even though they wanted to do 25. That's good. Very interesting. Yeah, I wanted to do 25 and not the quick play thing. Sorry, guys. But read what we want to do and not follow some other people. No, I wanted to do that. They're too fast for me. The groups are filling so fast, that's crazy. Kindfall, no. Molten Boss, that's what I want. Let's do some Molten Boss. I'm not sure, is that the quick play? Probably not. No, they are doing the 10. Okay, that's fine anyway. Getting my fract level up is good enough for me, to be honest. I don't really care if we do the quick play all the time. Can also do something else in the meantime. So very good. Cleaning the inventory meanwhile, very good. Yeah, so the whole thing about this is it's quite time gated to get the maximum rewards here, but you can get a lot of the achievements already, and you can actually farm the gloves, everything for the gloves already. You will not get them day one, but you are very, very fast with this as well. So if you just do all the weeklies and get all the achievements and just farm it over and over again, then it's actually a good way to engage with fractals right now. But the fastest way or the smartest way would just come back every week, do the weeklies, and then you will be quite happy about this in the long run. But if you want to get it done day one, you can do it, and it just come back when the event progresses to a point in like 3 weeks where you can get the gloves. I think that's how it works. But I have to double check that again. I'm not completely 100% in the acquisition method of this. You just have to do a lot of quick play. That's the main thing. On the topic of ideas, I think that after you finish one world map completion, there should be a way to earn by your account of that item that eliminates Fog of War from Max for your new tunes. Oh, that would be so cool. Like, not necessarily something that gives you map completion on the new characters, but something that you can see where actually the new stuff is. That would be cool. Like the quests and the hero points and that kind of stuff. That would be really cool. Cool idea. I'm not sure. I think they might not have the technology for that to give you that. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not a developer. Maybe it's easy. But in either way, I think it's a really cool idea. I'm not sure if they focus on something like that though, because that's obviously not very not a lot of people would engage with that for now, because not a lot of people complained in the past about that, I would say. But I think that could be something for the core feature update. You know, we get in the 6 months after the expansion release, we get one patch that is only focused on core feature updates. I would say that would be something like that. Yeah, cool idea. Late night gaming? Yeah, to some extent. Yeah. That is really cool. You know, that's seeing the map without having the necessity of completing it. That's cool. That's cool. So you don't get lost that easily, or I can just navigate it more quickly because you have someone that told you how the map actually looks. Yeah, that is a really cool idea. I liked it a lot. Providing I need some food again. For more experience. We're slowly getting with the experience up, to be honest. Very slowly, but at some point we will get there. Thanks, Fujimoto. Thanks a lot for the Prime. Really appreciate it. Thank you for the support. I hope you're enjoying the stream. Stupid question. What to do with tons of bloodstone dust, which cannot be sold whatsoever. So bloodstone dust is required for some legendary stuff, for some ascended crafting and so. So you can get more value out of it if you, or not value, but you can, so to say, get rid of it by processing it into bloodstone bricks, which is, so to say, just an upgrade. Like you could, for example, have ore that you can upgrade into ingots. The same goes for bloodstone dust. It goes into bricks. But they are not really required for a lot of stuff other than ascended and legendary crafting for a few pieces, not hundreds of them, just a few of them. So I would say if you have insane amounts of them, you can delete it. Some people do that. If you have enough storage space, you can save them. And if you have any gobblers, there is Mordry, which is a gobbler that uses 250 of those bloodstone dust every single day and gives you some random trash that you can sell again and will maybe give you something exciting, but most of the time you just get rid and get something that is a little bit more valuable than the bloodstone dust. So there are some gobblers. You can go to the wiki/wiki and type, so I can type it for you. Let me check. You can go into the chat box, type /wiki and gobblers like this. You just type this in your wiki, in your chat box, and the wiki will open and you will see what kind of gobblers you have or what kind of gobblers exist, and you can then see what kind of gobblers you actually want to get. This is really cool feature. So can highly recommend that. That works with everything in the game. You can just say, okay, I want to know what obsidian shards are. /wiki obsidian shards, and you will find how it looks, where you get it and stuff. The wiki in Guild Wars 2 is amazing, so make use out of that. Yeah, that would be cool, a title with it, yeah. I mean, you already have a title. I think it's called Been There, Done That. But definitely a cool point. Good point, good point. Do you need to be max level to participate in a fractal event? As far as I know, yes. You need to be level 80. But that's not too bad, you know. I did that in a few hours on my second account here. But yeah, I definitely, you need to be level 80, but that's not too bad in the long run because obviously the event goes for 4 weeks. So you will definitely have enough time to get this done. Gobble it, exactly, gobble it, yeah. I wish they'd remove the boon UI. Trying to find a specific boon in a row of 20 small icons is so painful. Yeah, that is true, that is true. It's not the easiest thing. That's not the easiest thing. Yeah, so many people doing the fractals, it's crazy. I'm from Germany, Fujimoto. I'm from Germany. Hope my accent is not too bad though. I got an amalgated gemstone out of a gobbler yesterday. Holy shit, Philip, that's lucky. That's a good one. That's a very good one. But I mean, what can you say? Sometimes you're lucky, sometimes you are not that lucky. I would say I got a lot of trash items, but in the end, it's better than having bloodstone dust, which is absolutely worth it, worth less for me. So yeah, makes sense. Sometimes you get lucky, just gobble every day, and you might get an amalgated gemstone as well. It's in the long run some gold that you get from your bloodstone dust. If you're not level 80, make sure to follow the character adventure guide in the achievement game. Yeah, that's such a good thing. They added that so as the new player experience. The new player experience, it's insane. It's so good. This feature just following your, I don't know, your guide, and you will get level 80 so fast because you just follow your stuff and you get so many different stuff on top of that as well. Really good point. Yeah, rework, of course. You don't want to remove it, of course, because removing would make it even worse, but like making it flexible, customizable, making it bigger, making it like more in the middle of the screen, making only show specific boons or something. Yeah, that would help a lot. That would help a lot. I really hope they expand the quick play LFG to include role section. That would be so good. Like, that would be so good. Because that would be, in the long run, make like everything in Guild Wars 2 like insanely viable for just playing whatever you like. Okay, oh, I didn't get the last one. Oh, the Mist Stranger, like carrying, yeah. Oh, they are speedrunning it. They are speedrunning it. That's good. Then there will probably be someone that does the skip for us as well. Very good, very good. I can't GG here because the Mist Ranger will just like resurrect us. It's so funny. But we can then get this one here. It's so fun. Now I can teleport there. It's really cool. The mini waypoints, really nice. Can also teleport on the map here. It's really cool. Pocket waypoint, that's how it's called. It's a cool feature. I like it. They have so many cool things added with this event. You know, it's just an event, but they added so many cool things. I did not expect that we got so many cool different things that were like just in a random surprise patch. I'm really, really surprised by this one. So I like it. I like it. Crazy. Yeah, it's not that far actually, Fujimoto. It's not that far from here. Not that close either, but not that far. Cool. You have some knowledge then about Germany. Yeah, I'm also hoping for more expansion on this feature. I think that's such a good feature. It really is. It really is. Let's continue with this group. They seem very decent if they want to. That's a really good group. The problem with the adventure guide is that the game doesn't tell you about it. Yeah, it's so sad. You know, the adventure guide is so, like, it gives you so much cool stuff, like experience, and it also, like, showcases different parts of the game where you need to go to the bank, like, dodge and stuff. It's really cool, but it's not really, like, telling you that, like, go there, do this, make that. It's really sad that it doesn't really do that. Of course, I didn't do that for this account because I was mostly focused on stuff that I knew everything, but for a new player, it gives you so much, like, incentives and showcase of how it works. It's really good. Good point there. Maybe I should make a video about it. Maybe that helps new players. But to be honest, people that watch a video probably already know about it or either have enough knowledge to get the knowledge. Hope that makes sense, but yeah. Excluding CMs, are there any fractals that are not doable without Alacrity Quickness Healer? So I would say doable is a different kind of story. I personally would say doable, every single fractal is doable without a Quickness or Alacrity Healer, but even CMs can be doable without that. But it's obviously you have to be quite skilled and have to have very optimized gear and stuff like or builds and stuff. But I would say there are some fractals that are a little bit like they have quite a high, at least in tier 4, quite a high damage pressure. So what comes to mind here? I would say Nightmare Fractal can be a little bit painful in tier 4 because it has surprising amounts of damage with the Agony on top of that. Kinfall can be quite damaging at the end boss with the Agony and the CCing and stuff. So there are some that can be a little bit painful, but I think you can do all of the tier 4s if you are decent enough without having a healer. But it's obviously not ideal. I would say tier 4 fractals, if you are pugging them, I would recommend going for a healer. It might not be necessary, but it's better safe than sorry, in my opinion. And in CMs, I would say at least a Celestial Healer is quite necessary. Infinite Mist Stranger support, 2000 gems. I mean, people would buy that like crazy, you know. Having someone that always resurrects you, that's crazy. Character Adventure Guide would be nice as part of larger top 10 tricks to start the game. That is true. That is a cool idea. I mean, I made a video somewhat similar like that about like I think 13 tips or something even veterans don't know about. And there were like a lot of tips in there that a lot of veterans wrote in the comment, holy moly, I played this game for 10 years and I did not know about this or something. So making something like that for new players specifically, so what you might miss as a new player, that's a really cool idea. Of course, I had to gather 10 aspects there, so if you have any other ideas that you missed as a new player or something and you want me to include in this video, that would help me. But the adventure guide probably is one of the most important ones. Why didn't it pick up? Yeah, exactly. You could solo Kinfall CM because it's really like, you can do it. And you can also like, back then you could, I know that you could solo, how's it called? Sanqua Peep CM, you could also solo that back then at release. And there were a lot of the CMs that you could solo, but that means not that much, to be honest, because if you're a really good player, then you can solo stuff. But if you have a pack group and the pack group is failing over and over, then I would say it's probably better to have a healer to not fail over and over and get it done faster, yeah, or get it done at all, because not everyone is capable of soloing a fractal. But yeah, good point that you can definitely do that. No, they took my portal. That's a really bad portal, holy moly. What kind of portal is that? They trolled me. It's okay. Now the Mist Stranger comes and resurrects me, you know, that's so broken. It's like, those fractals actually don't have any fail state. It's so good. You can just, you will get it done, you know, it's like, even if you're completely new, never played this game before, I think you will get those fractals done. Which is a good thing, you know, that's exactly what we need. We need a very easy, first part of getting into fractals. You don't want to have fractals as the challenging content. You want to have fractals as the fast, fun part for the casual community to actually engage with. How long do you think it will take to get the legendary gloves? So if you do it outside of the event, so if the event is not currently happening and it will still stick around after that, so don't worry, you will not miss out on that. It takes exactly 100 fractals, as far as I understood it. Exactly 100 fractals. So it will take a while. And 100 fractals, if you're a fast group, you learn like, I don't know, maybe 12 or let's say probably like 7 hours or something, if you really fast. And if you are like pugging it during the event, I would say it takes like maybe 5 hours, something like that, for farming fractals nonstop. So also not that bad. Not that bad. Nice, we have some ArenaNet banners. You know, that's the spirit. And we have James Warlord, another here. James Warlord, that's really good as the ArenaNet dev taking care of this. Really good, that's what we like. No, it will stay tier 1. it's actually always level 1. It's not even increasing the fractal level. It's always fractal level 1. It's really like there is no increase. It will not increase next week. It stays level 1 all the time. Which is, so to say, the easy engage mode. There is nothing that is like changing and too difficult for new players to get into. You can just try out this fractal and have some fun here, and probably in the long run probably go into higher fractal levels as well. It's for this event, and it will always be in this quick play feature. So whenever you use the quick play button for the current iteration of this feature, there will always be this very easy mode with the Mist Stranger. But after the event, this will stick around, but only in this, so to say, very easy fractal quick play. Only there, not in tier 4 fractals or something. Yeah, it's really cool. It's really cool. Because of you, I have a plan of playing the game. Thanks for all the advice, by the way. We need more people like you. That's really nice. I'm always happy to hear that. And don't worry, more stuff to come up. And if you have any questions, let me know. I'm always happy to help out. My goal is always to increase the player base of this game, help new players in the game, returning players into the game again, and have some fun debates with veterans as well on the way. Solo Conti Chrono better than Mirage stuff? I mean, I would say, in my opinion, it depends what you mean with better. If you want to have higher DPS, yes. If you want to have an easier time, maybe Staff is easier to play. So I would say it depends a bit who you asked. Or I would say for high-level players, yes, Chrono is better. But for like new players, the Staff is better. For some reason, I can't play any support except for Celestial Herald. I don't know why. I guess I'm sticking with that. I mean, you don't, that's the important part about Guild Wars 2, you know, you don't have to play support. If you don't like support, or if you don't like any other class than Herald, stick with it. But I would incentivize to try different classes, different builds. Maybe you find something that is even more fun. But if you already did that, I don't know. Just stick with it. It doesn't really matter in the long run, you know. If you have fun with the game on the same character, on the same build, sure, stick with it. It's not everyone plays the game the same. I like to play different builds, like all the time. Does that mean I will like say this is the only way to do it? No, of course not. I like to play games like I want to play it. If you play it differently, I'm completely fine with it. I would actually incentivize it. So definitely everyone plays how they want to play it. Maybe you can get an expert queue in VOE. That would be really cool. Like stuff like that would be really cool. I hope we get some more of those updates. I think this is a beta test that's already like in the name. They already, it's saying it here. It's a beta test, which is completely fine. I just hope that it will in the long run also like make it into a state where you can use it in more experienced content as well, like Fractal Tier 4s, maybe in strike missions, raids and stuff like that. That would be really nice. I'm not sure if that with the role system can be worthwhile and can be done, but I hope it will. I hope. No, you can get the legendary after that as well. It's just a little bit faster during the event. But after that, you can still get it. Nothing goes away. The quick play feature, everything stays. Also the gloss. I'm one of those who has to have one of every elites. So I can relate to wanting to see everything different. Yeah, exactly. For me, it's the same. If as soon as something new comes out, like the new expansion with the new elite specs, I will like try every single one of them. Like there is not a single one that I will skip because I just want to see how they play and want to grind new builds and try out new stuff. That's just how I play it. But of course, if you don't like that, then stick with one class. I know people that have 50k achievement points, which is not that easy to get, and that's a good portal again. They have really good portals, to be honest. I know someone that has over 50k achievement points and they only play Guardian. Yeah, you can do that. That doesn't matter. It does not matter. You can do that. And that's how Guild Wars 2 works, or most games should work actually. There are so many ways to experience it. That's what we want. We want to have different players playing the game and every single one of them has fun, even though not everyone is playing the same content or the same way. Definitely my opinion. I'm mainly of an offensive supporter. I don't know why. I want to try something new, but I suck by big time. Don't worry too much, you know. Try out different things, and if it's not for you, that's fine. If you have something that is actually very good for you, just try to get better at it. I think don't let yourself be discouraged by like being not perfect at the new build. If you like the gameplay of it, stick to it and you will learn it. That's at least in my opinion always the case. Which maps should I complete before level 80? No. You complete what kind of maps you want to get done. And in the long run, it does not really matter which ones you completed. If you get level 80, you are level 80. If you completed all the starter maps, that's good. You can also go for the higher level maps. It doesn't really matter. I would say if you want to just reach level 80 very fast, go for the highest maps that you can survive because they give you more experience from the kills and stuff. But it's not necessary. You can, like I do it here on this account, I go for a lot of map completion just so that I'm like closer to the legendary that I can get when I get the map completion done, but it's definitely not necessary. Just go for the maps that you just find interesting looking or has a interesting enough level for you to play. Not too difficult, but also not too boring. That's my way. If you're level 60 now, then you are almost done anyway, and you can go to almost any map that you want to go for. The only thing that I would recommend as a new player is try to do levels that are not too high. So if you are level 60, I would not go in a level 70 map, because if you go into level 70 map, you will fight mobs that are way harder to kill, and as a veteran that might not be a problem, or not that much of a problem, but as a new player I think that might be something that is quite likely to be painful and probably also not that fun. So stick to maps that are lower than your level or very close to your level. But other than that, just find a way to find something that is actually interesting to you. So for this series, what's your aim for this season? So I want to get a legendary weapon. That's the goal. How far I will progress with my account on the way there, it's not really defined. My goal is really getting a legendary weapon. So not this glove skin, or not those gloves, I will get them as well, but that's not the end. I will try to get a legendary weapon before that, and I think that's quite likely to be able to be done. I'm getting there quite fast, to be honest. But yeah, that's the goal for this season. And in later seasons, maybe I go for more legendaries, maybe I go for, I don't know, full raid clears, whatever. There's a lot of different stuff that I could go for, but this is definitely the first thing that I want to go for. I always played Power Reaper and all of Fractal tiers, but I've played Scourge a lot for a long time. I've been lazy with crafting, so I still can't have Rune of Trapper. You think I go full Celestial Support Scourge with Rune of the Nightmare? Yeah, that works perfectly fine as well. Nightmare is a very good replacement for Trapper. It's not ideal, of course, but it's like very small. So good alternative for sure. Thanks, by the way, Hugo. Really appreciate it. Didn't see it earlier. I was too focused on the fight. Thanks a lot for the Prime. Really appreciate the support. Yeah, and I think that's also the end of today's stream. I have to go to bed now. Thanks a lot for watching. Be sure to check out my YouTube channel. I have really cool things coming up, especially a guide about this event, but of course also other good stuff like tier lists. So thank you all for your kind words and support today. Hope you had a fun stream with me. And take care. I hope to see you all around. And thanks. Good night.